Can everybody hear me okay? Do I have my mic still on Apex mode? Apex mode? Apex mode. Apex mode, check 1, 2. Morning medley mode? Am I quiet? Anyways, I hope everybody is having a great morning. Welcome to morning medley number 441, I think. You know what? I'm quiet. Okay. How about that? Is that better? I gotta actually, you know what? I wish there was like hard settings. I wish there were hard settings. Like I could like choose one and I could have presets. Apex preset and morning medley preset. Good. Oh, I didn't check. Oh, hold on. Yep. That's what I was forgetting to do. I was forgetting to check the cameras. Is it worth it? It is very pretty outside. It is very pretty outside, but I don't know that it's worth restarting the stream, right? I may not do it. It might not be worth it. But I hope everybody's having a good day. I hope that nothing bad has happened already. For anyone's day. I hope that everything's been pretty chill. Did I just do that? Did I just do that with a mouse? Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm getting better at this. Anyways, look at it. Guys, look at it. Look at the smog is gone. All gone, smog. Bye-bye, smog. Bye-bye, smog. I want to have a little, like, puppet that represents smog. I want to slowly turn the morning medley into, like, lamb chops. Slowly but surely. He fixed the camera with the mouse. Let's go. Hi, Gaia-hone. Gaia-hone sounds so... Gaia-hone sounds like somebody that's going to take me away in like a romantic way. Is it Galahone? Is it Galahone? Why is that surprising? Why is it surprising to be able to fix the camera with the mouse? Because the last 4 times I've tried to do that with Streamlabs, it would just come up with an error that says it can't recognize the camera. Anyways, enough puppets and you could be like Twitch Mr. Rogers or something. One day maybe, Radical. One day. I'm thinking like season 8. Pepper up. What are we thinking about? Kit? Pick a number between 1 and 10. 1 and 10, huh? Pico de Galahone is pretty funny. Whoa, hold on. Who said that? It's Liana? Okay. Thank you, Leslie, for the Calpis. Oh, Oh, I don't know. Sorry, I'm thinking. Part of me wants to do something. Hey, what's up, Skirt? How you doing? Oh, I don't know. Hypernetic. I want to do something today, because I won't have time to do it tomorrow because of the trash truck. I want to talk about something. But I will do it after the medley portion of the stream, I promise. And I'm going to start the medley portion. It is Calpis related. But Pernetti kind of probably already knows what I'm going to talk about. But Kit, is Kit still here? Kit, what do you want? Which one do you want? I was just saying if my America button worked, but I don't think it works. You have no idea. Pernetic has no idea. Skirt says 7. Kid did the redeem. Did Kid even do the redeem? Kid did do the redeem. I'm deferring. If Kid. Good morning, by the way, Skirt. If Kid's gone or is indifferent or would like to defer to Skirt, I will wear the 7th bow tie. But I will wait. Just in case. Yeah, I need to get into that today. I need to get into a couple of plant things today before we get to the news. I have an idea. Oh, I have an idea. Yeah, I can't read. I just heard you wanted a number and fired it off. Says, good morning, I'm about to go to sleep. That's right. Our schedules are the exact opposite. Skirt, I'm gonna be in what day? I'm gonna be in downtown on that's the day before Thanksgiving though. I'm gonna be in downtown on Wednesday. If you want to like grab chicken or something. By the way, Skirt, have you seen what they did to MacArthur Park? Have you seen what they did to my baby? I'm gonna be out of town. Aww. It's okay. It's okay. I'll be in town all the time because I don't have anywhere to go. So I'll be here next time. I'll be here when you get back, for sure. I'll be here when you get back, and I'm gonna be in downtown a lot more often. I'll tell you about. I'll tell you why later, like off stream. But I'm gonna be like around where you live, like pretty often for the next 2 weeks or so. Um, 3 weeks, 2 months, possibly. I'll just be in that area a lot. Um, Kit, how about this? How about this? Since Kit left for a moment, I'm going to wear the seventh bow tie. However, if Kit comes back and Kit does not like the seventh bow tie and would like a different one, I will choose a different one. But just for the Miscellaneum Studios, hello, welcome to the stream, and I hope you're having a marvelous day. It is Monday morning, which means we do have an extended check-in today, Miscellaneum Studios. Miscellaneum Studios. So there's going to be a couple of minutes or a few minutes where you're in the lobby where you can't enter the chat yet. But if you sit tight, once you're in the chat, I'm going to explain what the extended check-in is. But until then, I'm going to do a Dapper Up redeem. Somebody did a Dapper Up redeem, and then Kit did it, and then Skirt chose 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Chose the 7th bow tie, so I'm going to go grab my 7th bow tie. We'll talk about it for a minute. I'll get dappered up, and then we can start the medley proper. But until then, check out the sky today. Very nice weather. No complaints. No complaints for me, anyway. We had, like, really, really bad smog last week, which, you know, I don't have a problem with smog. This is, by the way, the 7th bow tie today. This is one of the first bow ties I actually ever got. It's, how do I want to put this? I'll use the outside camera. It's a... I don't even know what you call this design. What do you call this pattern? Random? What do you call this? I'm seeing it. I chose 3, but 7 is fine. Thank you, Kit. I'm sorry, Kit. For some reason, I didn't see the 3. There's glare on the screen. I'll be better though. I promise. It's chill. I'll get you though, Kit. What if I'm gonna do this one because it's in my hand. I'm going to do this one because it's already in my hand. But I do apologize, Kit. I'll give you a Dapper Up for free in the future to make up for it. But yeah, that's the pattern that we're working with today. I actually remember very well where I bought this bow tie because it was the first bow tie I remember buying. I bought it from Urban Outfitters because I just didn't know any better, right? Like I didn't exactly know where you needed to go to get a bow tie. It didn't show up, says Leona. Oh, okay. So I didn't miss it for whatever reason. Twitch just doesn't want me to see things. But yeah, I got this bow tie from Urban Outfitters. I think that Urban Outfitters, you know, say what you will about Urban Outfitters. I mean, I'll say what I will. It's way overpriced is what it is. But anyways, say what you will about Urban Outfitters. I think Urban Outfitters is a really good intro to things. Like, you can go to Urban Outfitters and, like, be like, oh, I think I'm into, like, Instax cameras. And maybe that births, like, a passion for photography that you didn't know you had. And then you can go to a different store to actually fuel that passion proper. Or you can go to Urban Outfitters and find a really cool piece of furniture, you know, or find a bow tie or suspenders or a type of shoe or a type of clothing, but then go to other places to like truly get into that thing. Urban Outfitters is like a starter kit for a lot of actual hobbies, is how I see it anyway. Is how I see it. Like a lot of fashion choices and a lot of stuff. It's like a starter kit. But you definitely at one point, if you care about the thing, do need to like graduate out of Urban Outfitters. No disrespect to Urban. Anywho, thank you again, Kit, for the Dapper Up redeem. It probably didn't send. My internet went all the way down. Oh my god, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Kit. I'm actually surprised that my internet's been so friendly with me lately. Pernetic says, I need to sharpen my knives when I cut a tomato by merely... I can't cut a tomato by merely glancing at it. The edge is so dang dull. I hate cutting tomatoes with a dull knife. Like, I mean, technically I hate cutting anything with a dull knife, but especially tomatoes, when you see that you're squeezing the juice out of the tomato, like the life of the tomato, it's very annoying. Anywho, welcome to the Morning Medley. I hope everybody's having a marvelous day. We're going to go ahead and start the medley now because we have an extended check-in that we need to kind of rush to. Greetings from Germany, says Constrano. I can't really hang around, just came in to greet. I hope you're having a wonderful time in Germany, Constrano. I hope it's great over there. Willkommen? What other German words do I know? Hamburger? Whoa! Sometimes the keys feel different, you know? Thanks, Skirt. I didn't realize you were still with us. What was the last thing you ate, Skirt? Taking a week off stream after tomorrow for out of town time. So last one tonight. Word. Skirt taking a Twitchcation. Twitch vacation? Vacay Twitch? Twitch vacay? Twitch break? I gotta take me one of those. Only 60 episodes left, and then I can take a break. Whee! 86 week Skirt Scriber Saturday streak broken. Wow. That's over a year. I can do math. That's over a year. You crushed it though. 86 weeks. Dang. Probably gonna be a bit lurky this stream, doing laundry, then emote design. Word up. Lindsay, have fun with both.
Supposedly.
Good morning, Cyber. Thank you, kid. Hey, what's up, Kanto? Why do you sound so exhausted when you say my username? Did I sound exhausted? I might just be regular old exhausted. You guys keep reminding me that I need to talk about the Kalpas thing. Good morning, Soups. Each day is another day I wait for scones. Scones, Talapia? In theory, once they unlock for me, I think I should get 5, says Cyber about the animated emotes. Fish Titan says that song with the strings kinda reminds me of Swift Gathering by Kelaketla? Kelaketla? I don't know this artist. Kelpas can seem a little soupy at times, Cyber. I like the pomegranate juice. The pomegranate juice, but the seeds are so awful, says Frenetic. I've never actually eaten a pomegranate before. Hey, what's up, Psychedelic? That's a Zia redeem. Here's Zia. Zia spent almost the entire weekend in the bathroom. Go get him, buddy. Spent almost the entire weekend in the shower, getting nice and humidified. So she's happy. But I do want to show you guys something on her, just really quickly. Because I talked about shield fronds, right? We all talked about shield fronds because shield fronds are what keeps Zia safe. If you look closely at Zia, you can see underneath the big green leaves, there's this brown leaf, right? This really brown leaf that is a circle. Now, it's not dead. It's actually supposed to get hard like that. It's supposed to turn into like this hard, dense circle to become a shield for Zia. And it keeps the little root ball down here safe. Like it grows down and kind of protects it. It's a thing that staghorn ferns do that's actually pretty cool. But if I turn Zia to the side and you look behind Zia, look at this. We've got like a layer like 3 deep of 3 more shield fronds growing. Like this is what the shield frond looks like when it's new. It grows like this like bright green like pad, like a shield, you know? And it expands and then it gets really hard like a rock and it turns brown. But we have several of them layered. They're like extra thick, and what it's doing is it's pushing Zia away from the board that she was mounted against. And so it's weird, she's like caught between a front shield frond and she's growing shield fronds on the back now. I don't know how what's the word I want to use? I don't know how good this is. I don't know how necessary this is, but this is what she's doing now. And I'm just trying to roll with the punches. But for a second there, I was worried because I thought that the fronds were going to push her off of her mount. But plant knows best? I don't know. I just think it would be weird for the plant to do something, to grow in a way that would kill itself. So I'm just trusting Zia on this one. Anyways, thank you, Psychedelic, for that redeem. Here's Zia's theme song. Thank you, kid. Composting a shield Fron and a hard blank. That describes Z, alright. Might go to H Mart this week and get dragon fruit. You know, when I went to H Mart the other day, they only had white dragon fruit, and it really bothered me. Mommy, do me a favor and tell me to do the things that I'm supposed to be doing right now, says Radical Jams. What are you supposed to be doing right now? Radical? This is your immediate reminder to do something constructive. Constructive? Are constructive and productive synonyms? I never really say constructive, doing something constructive. I always opt to say doing something productive. I just realized I'm slightly lopsided. Did that fix it? Ooh. Hello, Steel Tech. While you're chilling in the lobby, I'm going to be inviting to the stream Agnes, who was just redeemed. Agnes is a pothos plant. Agnes is also very well fed. Look at the nice juicy fro wiggle. Agnes is supposed to be a viney plant, but no vines today. No vines today. We don't know when they're growing in. But we're very happy with the thick fro that is Agnes. I might just keep pruning Agnes until it gets thicker and thicker and turns into a literal bush. It almost looks like it. Anyways, this is Agnes's theme song. I'm gonna eat all the colors because I have no frame of reference, says Brunetti. Oh. I know red and white flesh at least. I don't think so, but that's a good point. If I'm being honest, I don't really eat dragon fruit plain. I just put them in smoothies. And I like what the deep red one makes my smoothies look like, and it seems just a little bit more flavorful. Not to say that the white dragon fruit tastes like nothing, but it's definitely a subtler taste. Unfortunate that Vine is dead and TikTok has replaced it, says Kanto, talking about Agnes going to be a Vine star. Oh, because Vine plants? Yeah. I never really got a chance to be on Vine. I never really got my Vine time in the sunshine. She is very fluffy. Miscellaneum is now in the chat. Miscellaneum says, love these plants and this music. Agnes looks great. Thank you, Miscellaneum. I like your username. Well, this is a smoothie house, so I'll take notes on that. Ooh. Smoothie house. Oh my god. Can that be a music genre? I'd make it. Pretend you didn't hear that. This song's called Over and Under. We're a small indie game dev studio. Oh, and I, community manager, am mostly vibing to your accounts today. Oh. Thank you. You know, I would say that everything I learned about game development I learned in the past 3 years. Fanboy returns. Smoothie House was my nickname in high school. Why? Why? I agree with this, Miscellaneum. Where is it, Omni? Yeah, baby. Wow, I can't believe I remembered that. Informal a man with a smooth, suave manner. Really? Hey, what's up, Tina? How you been? There's no redeem yet, again, for Nobu. I apologize. So I'm just gonna go ahead and play Nobu's theme. This plant's name is Nobu, and this is their theme song. Every day I wake up. Ugh, I love it. Okay. a wonderful bursting bubble, says Miscellaneum. Nobu's growing on me. Nobu is the youngest of the plants. Well, I guess the newest of the plants. Technically the youngest of the plant maybe would be the Booba babe. No, because those Booba leaves were there. Yeah, Nobu is the youngest of the plants. Uh-oh. Is it landscaping day? That's a Fear Redeem. Who did it? Who did it? Who did it? Oh, it's Lindsay. Thank you, Lindsay, for the Fear Redeem. What does that sound? That sounds horrible. Here's Pharaoh's theme song. Good morning, Amiibo Boy. Amiibo Boy, you were in my dream, actually. And you were very worried. You were very worried I wasn't going to make it back from Australia. It was just a dream. I made it back. There you have it, folks. Pharaoh. Pharaoh is interesting to me. I don't know if anybody has a plant like this, or if anybody has this exact plant. Somebody probably does. It's a very popular plant to have, a mini monstera. They don't really require a lot of water. Is that Harriet? Hey, what's up, Grimoire? Is that Harriet? That's a Viv redeem. Here's Viv's theme song. I guess I should bring Viv into the stream before I play their theme. Here's Viv. Little Viv. Little Viv. Viv seems to be growing mostly on this side. Maybe I can give her a quick swivel. Beautiful. Puny, but pretty. Harriet, do you think that Stranger will ever get a season 3? Thank you also on behalf of Viv, Harriet. Tina says, I always see those monsteras in artwork. Yeah, I guess they're what's the word? A fun plant to draw. I see them a lot in artwork as well. I see a lot of artists draw monsteras. Minnie and the big boy. Yes, they are making a season 3? Well, I'll watch. Is that all the plants? Guys, you did it. You did all the plants. Since Booba technically is here, in the back I haven't potted Booba yet, but Booba is here, if you look immediately to my left. That back there is 2 different propagations of Booba that are still in water right now and need to be potted. And here is a potted version of one of the propagations of Booba. So I'm just going to put him here. The stream's getting a little crowded, but he'll be fine. He'll be fine. But since Booba technically is here, I'm going to... do I want to do that? Do I not want to put him over here? Do I not want to do this? That's nice, yeah? That's not bad, yeah? That's not bad, right? That's okay, yeah? Yeah? If you are plants and maintenance, have you gotten into bonsai trees? Says SteelTech. SteelTech, who has just made it out of the lobby. SteelTech, thank you for chilling in the lobby for just a second. I'm glad that you finally made it into the chat, and I'm eager to hear how your weekend was. But first, I'm going to answer your question, asking me if I have gotten into bonsai trees. Now, I am into plants. However, am I into maintenance? I don't think I'm into maintenance. If you look at this array, this spread if you will. A lot of these plants are low maintenance. Pretend that Zia isn't here for a moment. Pretend Zia doesn't exist. These plants are very low maintenance. There used to be a high maintenance plant, and she's dead now. She's very dead. So maybe I am not into maintenance. Maybe I need to grow a little bit more before I graduate into bonsai tree territory. I could see myself having a bonsai tree when I'm like, I don't know, 50. With science, I might make it to 50, guys. Is Amiibo Boy your brother? Says Harriet. Amiibo Boy is my brother. Amiibo Boy is my brother, Harriet. Is it? You just probably say because we both have boy in our name, but we are brothers. Do you have any family on Twitch, Harriet? Miscellaneum says, high maintenance, dead. I have a lot in common with that plant. Oh, Christ, this song's called Love Letters. You're not dead, Miscellaneum. I'm glad you have your life planned out for age 50, says Radical. I mean, science willing, right? Never mind. The song's called Winter Heart. Never mind. The song's called Across the Pond. Never mind, this song has no name. I don't know what I'm playing anymore. I'm just messing around. I like this, whatever it is. Thanks for the lurk, Harriet. Ooh, I guess Booba's technically here, yeah? Thank you, Psychedelic. Let me get you that stretch in just a second. Guys, I don't want to alarm anybody, but I have lost weight. And I shouldn't have. I lost about 5 pounds. I'm joking. I don't know how much weight I lost, but here's how I know when I lose weight. I don't own a scale, by the way. I don't own one. I don't want one. I don't know why people own scales. It's needless. It's needless. There's no point. But I can tell when I lose weight because my clothes fit funky. And my shirts that fit a little bit tighter are fitting a little loose. I'm like, uh-oh. It might be time to reintroduce bacon. Amiibo Boy says, I found a really experimental artist on Bandcamp, and I'd love to hear your thoughts. Who is the artist? Who is the artist? I'd love to have thoughts. Thoughts are amazing. Are you expecting the truck today? What truck, Aberigo? The trash truck? I'm definitely not. I'm definitely not expecting the trash truck. You gotta eat more often, says Lindsay. Yeah, I haven't really been eating more often. Steel Tech says just have more brisket. Brisket will solve weight loss. I have brisket maybe once a year. Maybe once a year, Steel Tech. Not by design, it's just I very rarely eat at places that offer brisket. Amiibo Boy says courtesy. New album is Check the Milk. That sounds amazing. So I was at H Mart recently. Sorry, hold on. Checking in with you. It's time to check in with me too. I'm fine, I'm checking in with you. Checking in. Welcome to the check-in, everybody. We're in the check-in. Yay! Time to tell me how your weekend was. The reason I went to the check-in is because I was starting to talk about H Mart, which happened over the weekend. I was at H Mart recently, Amiibo Boy, and there was this drink called Vitamilk. There was a drink called Vitamilk. If you don't believe me, Google it. I don't know. But if you do believe me, cool. We can move forward. So there's a drink called Vitamilk, and it comes in a glass bottle, and I looked at the back, and it said it had soy paste in it or something, and powdered milk, and sugar, and something else. But I wanted to buy it. It was a 6-pack or an 8-pack. And there's something I've realized about myself. I don't really like milk, right? Like, milk does make me a little queasy, but I love things that look like milk. I love things that are called milk, or look like milk, or are somewhere in some way similar to milk. But I don't know, and I don't know why this is. There's not sugar in milk, is there? Anyways, I'll check out this thing, Courtesy. Check the Milk by Courtesy. Thank you, Amiibo Boy. And thanks for the link in the Discord. I have a Discord, everybody. Let me catch up on the on chat really quick. But first, I'll just explain. So the way the check-in works is you just tell me everything that you did this weekend. You don't have to. You don't have to participate in the check-in, but this is the time where I would like to participate in a check-in, and why can I do it but nobody else, right? Why am I the only one? What's so special about me other than nothing? Pernetic says, I went through the same situation at the beginning of the pandemic. I lost 10 to 15 pounds rapidly, and I was concerned for a minute. Still haven't gained it back yet. Yay for home-cooked meals and eating when necessary versus now or never schedule. Yeah. I'll gain the weight back for sure. I lose weight when deadlines are approaching, basically. Like, if deadlines are getting close, I'll lose a little bit of weight. If I get a new video game, I'll lose a little bit of weight. I lose weight whenever I have things to focus on. It's really hard for me to eat and also do things. Like, during the times where I'm idle, I do gain quite a bit of weight. Like usually when I get off tour, holla at me when I come off tour. Lindsay says, I also randomly lost weight in the past 6 months, so I can't really talk. Are we all losing weight? I have to own a scale to keep track of my weight due to health-related stuff, but I get what you're saying, says Psychedelic. Oh, Psychedelic, I was mostly making a joke. I was making a joke because I don't own a lot of things. I very famously did not own scissors for... Like, I moved here in 2015, and I did not own a pair of scissors until 2018. It's really hard for me to buy, like, regular things like a scale or a stapler or a spatula. These things should come with the house. I feel like when you move into a place, it should come with scissors. It should come with a hole puncher. It should come with one of those little shark tooth stapler removers, you know? It should come with a box cutter. It should come with a whisk. I don't want to buy these things. There should be like and there probably is, now that I'm saying it out loud, I realize there's probably definitely this, but there should be like a home starter kit. Where it's like, hey, give us $300, and we're going to give you all of the things, all the little things that most houses have, like glue, or scotch tape, or Band-Aids, you know? Like, there should be, like, a starter kit, because you move into an apartment, you know, and you realize suddenly, like, oh, I have to actually acquire those things. Houses just don't have paper clips in them. I need a Q-tip, but I have to go buy them now? Anyways, definitely own a scale. It's just something that I probably won't own for another 10, 20 years. Non-food eaters represent, says Umbe. What are you eating, Umbe? Eat some pasta, my dude, says Kid Techno. I had some udon yesterday. Does that count? Probably not, huh? Probably not. It is a noodle, though. Mama, I'm coming for that milk, says Bernetic, quoting me. Mama's milk used to be a thing I said all the time. Whenever anything was really cool, or whenever I loved something, I started saying, that's Mama's milk, baby. Pull me up some of that Mama's milk. Oh, she's coming with the fresh Mama's milk. I used to say that all the time. Like, pretty much 2010 to 2017, that I was saying that constantly. The only reason I stopped saying that is because quite a few of my fans or my audience are young, like elementary, middle school young. And having a kid is enthusiastically yell like, "Oh, this is Mama's milk," to me, it did a thing. It did a thing, and so I stopped saying it. I tried to lead by example, but there still are pockets of like my fans that say Mama's milk, like in comments underneath my songs, and you know, heaven help them. You like milk adjacent things, says Psychedelic. Indeed. I like milk adjacent things. It's called lactose, says Cyber. Literally milk sugar. Oh, so that's what lactose is. Huh. Well, I like it. You are possibly mildly lactose intolerant. Possibly mildly. I love this. I'm definitely lactose intolerant, but it is mild because I still can eat pizza. Oh, I get sick after pizza too. I can have like small things. Like I can have a burrito with cheese in it, you know? I can have a slice, 2 slices of pizza. But if I eat a whole hot and ready, as I often do, I will feel it. Actually, that might just be the effects of eating a whole pizza. I don't know if that's tripping the lactose intolerance or if I'm just gorging on not great food, you know? What's the control group there? Umbe says, if you drink a lot of milk, you're probably slowly joining the anti-milk team. Gut bacteria going bye-bye. Yeah, I don't really drink a lot of milk, but I do consume a regular American amount of cheese. And don't confuse that with a regular amount of American cheese. I would say that the average American consumes, I don't know, 5 pounds of cheese a day. Ring Fit Adventure is a good way to lose weight, says Harriet. I don't have a Nintendo thing. Is that's for the Wii, yeah? Wii Fit? Ring Fit? Is it for the Switch? That's where you hold the big steering wheel and you squeeze it, right? Where you squeeze the steering wheel. Road Rage is probably a really good way to work out too, now that I think about it. Kit says, check in. This was a really tough weekend, and I'm still recovering from it. Gonna try and do some self-care before second shift today. Good luck, Kit. Good luck to you. I'm sorry that the weekend was pretty tough, and I hope the one approaching us, it seems a little far right now, right? But I hope the one approaching us is a lot nicer to you, and I hope you manage your second shift well today. But I am sorry to hear that, Kit. Hop on Beat Saber, gotta get fit real quick, says Umbe. I guess. Beat Saber reminds me of Para Paradise. Remember that game? Because it's all arms, really. Like, I guess you lean a little bit, but, like, it's mostly all, like, a lot of this, which is what Para Paradise was. Pretty old rhythm game that used to be in the arcade by my neighborhood, but it was taken away. Gone but not forgotten, Para. Harriet says, we should take Omni to Home Depot. Harriet, I went to Home Depot 2 days ago. Actually. I was looking for a new pole, or new ingredients to make a new pole for Firo here, since Firo is growing at an alarming rate. Gaiahon says, check in. My weekend was pretty nice. Only thing bad that happened was that I did 40 push-ups without stretching first nom and constant agony because of it. You know what's interesting, Gaiahon? I don't stretch before I do push-ups, and I don't get sore. I don't know why this is. I don't know if stretching's important. I mean, maybe it's important to do stretching after. A lot of times I'll do my stretches after I work out instead of before. I guess it's just important to stretch, period. But, yeah, I don't stretch before I do push-ups anymore. Every house should have a stationary kit, says Grimoire. I agree with this, Grimoire. Tina says, lost 20 pounds in the last 2 months. Weird that everyone is losing weight, too. Did you lose it on purpose, Tina? Or was it like me? Did you accidentally lose a pound? Lose a pound, too? 20 pounds is a very noticeable amount of weight to go away. Moonbase says, only if you plays them on piano first. I don't know how to play half of my own songs on piano. Miscellaneum says, my home starter kit was made as needed over the course of 5 years. You really do be forgetting that stuff, right? You just gradually acquire it. I mean, when I go through my apartment now, there are a lot of things that I just have. Like, my homie, Erica, was like, hey, you wouldn't happen to have, like, Gorilla Glue, like wood glue, would you? And it was funny because I was like, yeah, I literally have Gorilla Wood Glue in my apartment that I bought for one project, like, 3 years ago. Here you go. And I gave it to her, and it worked for what she needed it for. I felt super useful. I really felt like a utilitarian man. That's $1 million idea you got there, Omni, says Kid Techno. Jaime, are you talking about my home starter kit idea? The hardest part about buying normal things is buying a good quality version of that thing. Scissors being a good example, I love a good quality pair of scissors, but you pretty much have to order them because stores carry crap, says Steel Tech. I can agree with this. That's Curse, says Psychedelic. Lindsay says, ew. Are you guys reacting to me talking about mama's milk? Don't say ew. Mama's milk is life-giving. Basically what I was saying was like, this thing gives me life. Remember when everybody on Twitter was saying that? Ariana Grande give me life. Remember when people said that? This episode of Euphoria gave me life. What is the first thing to give you life? But the little freaking tetherball cord that's attached to your belly button and a good old healthy serving of mama's milk. If you have a better idea, I guess oxygen? But that doesn't hit. Ooh, that track was Oxygen. Actually, I could probably make that work. Actually, I could probably make Oxygen work. But Mama's Milk is pretty sick. Mama's Milk has got the alliteration. Dang, I might bring it back. Anywho, Harriet says, when I had to move for a while, I forgot to bring hair dryers, so I just cut my hair insanely short like a military man. Ooh. When I moved to Los Angeles, Harriet, I lost my barber. Oh. And so that's why my hair looks like this. Uno bro momento, says Gaiajon. Oh no. I'm not the average American. How much cheese are you consuming? Pernetic says, hint, the suffix "-ose indicates sugar, sucrose, glucose, lactose, sucrose, baby. Oh, you said that one already. Yeah, I don't have one. Crose? No, I don't have one. Thank you, though, Pernetic, for that. Psychedelic says, average American consumes 5 pounds of cheese a day. Yeah, I agree with this. I agree. Oh, it's my quote. Yeah, I can back up my own quote. I'll die on that hill. I'm not an average American, says Guy. It's okay. An average American probably isn't doing the greatest of things. Still Tech says, my weekends have all been the same for the past 2 years, just staying home and doing nothing, waiting for this to be over. I'm sorry, Still Tech. I feel you. My weekends for the most part have been the same, but I have been getting back out and like trying to do things with my time. I got to see a friend that I haven't seen in a very long time, and we had a very lengthy talk about everything. It was great. One-on-one conversations are very, very important, and I encourage anybody to try to have them again. Umbe says the real gamers dance when playing Beat Saber full body workout. I feel that. I used to do a lot of like upper body stuff while I played DDR. Like a lot of like showmanship, a lot of zhuzh. Miscellaneum says, no need to stretch. That's called big blessed. That's called being blessed, sorry. Can I say big blessed anyway? I feel big blessed. Steel Tech says, I guess I'm 2 average Americans at least who consumes, I suppose, 10 pounds of cheese a day. Hello, Miss Applehead. Dang, that's a sick username. Do you remember Applejack's commercial, Miss Applehead? Anyways, welcome, Miss Applehead. You're currently in the lobby. I'm just checking up on everybody's weekend. So once you're allowed into the chat, it should only be a few minutes. Sometimes you get frozen in the lobby for a minute. Just enjoy your stay in the lobby. And once you're in here, please give me a check-in, as you can see everybody else doing in the chat, on how your weekend was. I'd love to hear about your weekend, Miss Applehead. Check-in for Jaime is went to Chicago for the first time, and that was pretty cool. Also started my first week of teaching last week, and it was wild, LMAO. Now I have a bunch of drawings of hands to grade, so yeah. Got this week off and probably going to spend it prepping for my second week of teaching after the break. That's really cool. How wholesome. Grading drawings of hands. Jaime, what gets a bad grade on that? What gets a bad grade on handwriting? Is it 6 fingers? Is it the wrong amount of fingers? Is that what would get a bad grade? Erica says that worked great. Oh, Erica's in here. Good morning, Erica. Good morning. Lindsay says, yep, that was what the reaction was. I say ew. I will say ew. Enjoy the ew, but mama's milk does bring life. Who of us? None of us are too good for it, okay? Like, none of us are above mama's milk. What else were you eating? Were you eating brisket at 3 months old? I don't think so. I don't think so. We needed it. It was good. It was good. I mean, I can't remember it. Thank heavens, right? Thank heavens. Isn't that like a thing that like makes people like a little unstable, to use the kindest term I can think of? Being able to like remember the earliest moments of your life, isn't that like brain breaking? Dally sees, welcome. Welcome to the stream. I'm checking in on everybody's weekend currently. So you're in the lobby right now, but once you're allowed in the chat proper, it should take about 9 to 10 minutes. Once you're allowed in the chat proper, can you please tell me how your weekend was? I'm in a good mood. I'm in a good mood, so I feel like I'm receiving a lot of good weekends for the most part. Psychedelic says, "Are you saying Ariana Grande gives you mama's milk?" No, that was just like a random example. I don't actually listen to Ariana Grande's music as much as I would appreciate the joke. I don't listen to Ariana Grande's music very much. An artist that I would say provides like premium mama's milk would be. Pew, 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 pew. Erykah Badu. Placenta says Yo, I saw some story about people like eating placenta. I don't want to talk about that story. We gotta keep it. We gotta like try to rein it back in. I don't want this stream to get real gross. Psychedelic says, "Are you?" Oh no, I read that one already. Kanto says, "I thought you were going in a different direction with the tetherball reference." Nope. You got to keep them guessing, Kanto. Umbe says, "I haven't had mama's milk in a minute, so I don't feel qualified to judge." I mean, never mind. No, never mind. Lindsay says, "I will die on the hill of hearing anyone above nursing age talk about breast milk is cursed." That's not fair. Because the people that are still nursing can't talk about breast milk because they can't speak. Someone's got to talk about it. Lindsay, someone's got to talk about breast milk. It doesn't come from an almond, right? Grimoire says, "Oh, I'm on Thanksgiving break right now, and I'm having all the free time. It's making me super eager to get a bunch of stuff sorted out." A productive Thanksgiving break? I guess I forgot Thanksgiving break existed. No kink shaming, Liz. says Frenetic. Oh, please. Oh, please. Oh, please, God, let me dig myself out of this hole that I've dug for the chat. Steel Tech says, "If you want to have a good tool set, home kit, just pick a few projects. You'll slowly begin to acquire tools and such. My toolbox is now worth more than my car." That's a good point. I guess the amazing point that Steel Tech is making, intentionally or unintentionally, is a lot of times that toolkit that houses seem to acquire over time isn't necessarily acquired for the sake of having a toolkit, right? You're not like, oh, my house was gonna need scissors. A lot of times when we acquire tools, we have a job that we need the tool for, like me and my Gorilla Wood Glue, and I used it once, and then I put it away somewhere, and it's just there until I run out of it. And I won't buy more until I have another project in which I need it. I mean, these are consumable tools, right? But once you have a forever tool like a hammer, yeah, I technically do own a hammer. Never mind. Still Tech tips for learning piano. I'm starting from almost zero. I'd like to use free resources if possible now. So Steel Tech, I'm still catching up on the chat, so anybody who I haven't gotten to their comment yet, please be patient. But I'm going to spend a few seconds on Steel Tech's question, which is a really good one. So the idea of starting from zero is a really interesting concept. I would say, Steel Tech, that you're probably not starting from zero because you've heard music before. And if you're going to try to be using free resources, try to look at resources in a way of just consuming music, right? You've heard a lot of music, you've seen piano played. These are also free resources. When you go to play piano, even if you haven't played a lot of songs before, you haven't like improv before, I still wouldn't say you're quite starting from zero. Even having an interest is kind of like having a little bit of a boon, right? When you're approaching a new instrument. My tips to you, if you're trying to learn with free resources, is you're already in the right place, being the internet, right? Like not necessarily Twitch, but just being on the internet is a good place. I'm sure there's a lot of YouTube tutorials on like keys and modes and time signatures and technique. But my advice to you would be, from personal experience, is to just get a keyboard. If you don't already have a keyboard, get a keyboard, and just mess around on it. I know messing around doesn't mean a lot, right? Like, it's like if somebody wants to learn how to animate or learn how to draw, telling them to grab a pen and paper and... Ooh, hold on. What a pretty chord. Anyways, if you're trying to tell somebody how to draw, maybe telling them to grab a pen and paper and doodle for, I don't know, 6 months probably isn't the most constructive advice from the person receiving it. However, something that a lot of people don't think about when they think of approaching piano is the physicality of the instrument. A lot of people think about technique and they think about music theory, but playing piano is a very physical task, you know? Having some type of intimate relationship with your instrument is integral to being able to improve at playing it, you know? And for me, Steel Tech, somebody that doesn't know music theory, almost all of my knowledge and know-how in navigating these keys comes from my time spent with it and my relationship spent with the instrument. Think about when you get on a bike. Think about when you get in somebody's car that's not yours. Sometimes it'll take all of 10 seconds to familiarize yourself with a new car, familiarize yourself with a car rental. Sometimes if you stand on a skateboard that isn't yours, it feels a little off and you have to compensate. And a lot of these compensations that you do in your head are almost automatic and they're subconscious, like you're not really thinking about it. If you're wearing these pants that are a little bit baggier, you're going to naturally walk in a different way to compensate walking in these pants. Same thing works for keyboard. When you're sitting down at a keyboard, there's a lot of things that you'll familiarize yourself with how they feel under your hands. You'll know how certain sounds feel. You'll develop a completely different association with sound, which is a physical feeling or a hand shape for a sound. And this is super, super important when learning keyboard. So you can continue to find whatever resources you want online, whether it's on YouTube or some other platform where somebody's doing tutorials. There's a lot of this stuff that I've seen, even though I don't have links off the top of my head to share with you. But a much more important, worthwhile spending of your time, I would say, Steel Tech, is getting a keyboard and just feeling around on the keys, messing around on the keys, seeing what your right hand can do, seeing what your left hand can do, seeing what they can do together, learning how the keys feel under your hands. Because a lot of the time you spend performing, and a lot of the time you spend playing, and a lot of the time you spend writing on the piano is going to fall back on those skills that you built, those very physical skills of just being comfortable playing on the instrument. Those are the tips that I can give to you, Steel Tech. I hope at least one of them helped. Lindsay says, and I will king shame TF. I can't say what this stands for. Out of people who say mommy milkers. I'm sorry, Pernetic. I'm not going to shame anyone. I'm not going to shame anyone here. There are definitely things I don't like to hear that much. I don't like looking at people stand on people. I don't like looking at people walk on people. It's not my fancy. But I mean, if they're going to walk, let these babies walk. Let these babies walk. Mama's milk, baby. It's a life giver. You know what? Walking on people doesn't really... Well, I guess if you're like cracking their back, I guess it gives life. Someone's barking at me, but I can't see it because I'm still trying to climb my way down through the chat. I'm sorry. Okay. And I promise I'll get down there. Bum, 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 bum. I see Umbe say, honestly, this kind of goes for anything. Please let me know up front that you're built different so I can make arrangements to never speak again. Umbe wants to talk to people of a very specific build. I couldn't have mama's milk. I was jaundiced. That's a good joke. I still can't hear the word jaundice without thinking of Bart Simpson. Lindsay says, I agree that the literal infants need breast milk, but grown folks saying that. I mean, I do drink milk. I do drink milk. And, you know, it doesn't come from a fruit. We all know where the milk comes from. Even if it wasn't a human breast, you know. Goat milk, you know, it's not coming from the goat's eyeballs. It's not coming from their nose. Radical says, all these posh anti-mama's milk people in the chat, Omni, really makes you think. Really makes you think, huh, doesn't it? You're absolutely right, Radical. You're absolutely right. It's not a debate that we can have here, but it really pains me. It breaks my heart a little bit to see the way the world has changed. To see the way that we poison the minds of the young to hate the one thing that gives them all of their strong muscles. Second dose was okay. Well, what's giving Omni Mama's milk then? I told you, Erykah Badu. Erykah Badu. Jaime says, honestly, these kids got it easy. I feel as long as they turned in something, we're cool. And I told them that. I did have one kid that gave me a 6-finger hand. Jaime, I said it, didn't I? I called it. Maybe I should be a teacher. A 6-finger hand. But they did what I asked, so I'm cool with them. The kid who might not get as good of a grade is someone who traced their hand turkey style 6 times and turned it in. Hand turkeys are wild. It is hand turkey season though, so gobble gobble. The Mama's Milk people been real quiet since we started spitting facts. Hey, what's up, Dar? Hey, what's up, Dar? Radical said, wait. Radical says, it's clear the line in this chat has been drawn. Those who appreciate the milk of mama and those who abhor it. Oh my god. Oh, anybody who uses that word instantly my respect. The last time I saw that word, I think was in the Count of Monte Cristo books. Anyways, the die is cast, the war begins now. The chicken sandwich war is still raging. We can't have 2 wars at the same time. We gotta wait for that one to wrap up before we start the Mama's Milk war. Cyber says for their check-in, I don't remember what I did this weekend, but I streamed a few times, and a friend of ours, older lady, had a stroke. And turns out she had COVID, and my wife was exposed to her because she was the one who went to help her. She had surgery and is recovering, but it's still kind of whack overall because... Anyway, I'm still here. Well, we're very happy that you're still here, and we also are happy that C-Long is still here. I hope that everybody is well. I hope that everybody is healing and staying safe. And I also, you know, all things considered, I do hope that the older lady is also okay. Strokes are pretty serious, so... nothing to play with. Ain't nothing to play with. Like a sprained ankle, I ain't nothing to play with. Remember when Drake said, like a sprained ankle, I ain't nothing to play with? Remember when Drake said that? Dar says, think Jim Parsons, Neil Patrick Harris. I'm just wondering why that is. I haven't heard Jim Parsons and Neil Patrick Harris' name used in the same sentence in a very long time. Or maybe ever. Check in for Liana says, officially signed the lease for the new apartment on Friday. Congratulations. Wow. Went out with a friend to my favorite chill bar in Berkeley afterwards to celebrate. My official move-in date is Friday, very soon. But wanted to use that long weekend to get the move going. Sorry, Liana. Kind of anxious, but ultimately excited. Only annoying part of worrying about buying a couch is worrying about buying a couch. You know, don't take any advice from me. I don't buy couches used because I feel like people made the whoopee on them, and I don't want to sit where people made the whoopee. So I usually buy my couches from IKEA because they're affordable, and I'm no fancy mans. Although maybe an IKEA couch wouldn't go with your wild apartment with a view. Anybody in the chat, Liana's got an apartment with a view, baby. Grimoire says it's actually quite easy to memorize the keys. So there you go. That's some pretty good advice. Umbe says their check-in is, I miss being on vacation. Now all that's left is gaming, which doesn't feel as fun, and music, which I assume does? Need to put out something so I get my flavor blast of indoors. I love Umbe. I love the way Umbe talks about releasing music, because releasing music gives Umbe like a shot in the arm, like a lot of dopamine. Releasing music gives me... I guess I haven't really thought about it. Extra work to do? Yeah, it's been a weird weekend, but I'm alive, says Cyber. Also, it's weird to think that Thanksgiving is this week. Oh, it is, baby. It's this week, baby. Yes. Yes, cock-a-doodle-doo. Frenetic says that's not a joke. I really was jaundiced, but it's kind of funny. It's kind of funny. Was that you? No, that was a completely different person. I was in another stream and somebody else was talking about having jaundice, and me and Jesse were like trying not to make Simpsons references. I remember like the person was okay, and I was like, "You're okay, so it's cool." But I was like, anytime somebody says I was jaundiced, I always imagine them like turning into a Simpsons character. Because I know the skin is supposed to yellow, I think, but I don't know. I've never met anybody that has. I've never actually seen it, other than like maybe a Google image, you know. Anywho, Cyber says it feels the furthest away from Thanksgiving as it ever has been. Wow, what an interesting take. And hello, Simulation Cat. The furthest away from Thanksgiving it's ever been. What is the furthest day from Thanksgiving? That's a good question. Like exactly half a year from Thanksgiving. I wonder what that date is. Thank you for the alert, Grimoire. Appreciate you. Check in for Frenetic says, hung Xmas lights. Sorry, hung Christmas lights. I can't not read that as Xmas. Hung Christmas lights all over the weekend. Did not stretch prior. Now my arms and legs and butt are sore from the awkward angles. Need to hang the smart outlet more securely under the eave. But it looks good. Switched up a few film simulations film simulations on my camera and deleted all my rejection shots from 2019. Got to go through 2007. Got a little too ape with Omni and Cyber, and later that weekend, whoa, was that over the weekend? Over the weekend, finished my placement smashes for solo and duo KB mouse ranked? KB, what's KB? Killbutt? What's KB, guys? KB plus mouse ranked in... Keyboard, sorry, wow, I'm an idiot. Keyboard and mouse ranked in Halo, halfway through Gold 3 onward. Congratulations, Predatic. I'm so stupid. Dally Seas has made it into the chat. Dally Seas, thank you so much for being here, and I'm sorry that it took me so long to get to the bottom, but I do want to give everybody and their very personal check-ins the time and attention that they deserve. I finally made it to you, though, Dally. Dally Seas says... Hello, sir. I love your work. I just got hip to your stream, and I'm glad to be here. I had a great weekend, thank you. I chilled, did some studying, and playing Pokemon Go. How was your weekend? My weekend was chill, and I'm going to get to it more in depth once I get to the bottom of the chat, Dally, but thank you so much for asking. You say Pokemon Go, and it reminds me of the summer of Pokemon Go. Remember the summer of Pokemon Go? Remember when 2016, when Pokemon Go was, like, booming? I had a friend who visited me named Ethan, and me and him had, like, it was the most movie-esque, vacation fun, lovely time. We ate. He makes steak and eggs. He would, like, make me steak and eggs in the morning, and I would make him pasta in the evening, and we would go out. We would just go out and play Pokemon Go every day. We went to the beach. We hung out. We would go, like, thrifting together. It was weird. We were living in, like, a movie montage. I miss you, Ethan. He's fine. He's in Oklahoma now. He has a master's. No, he has a doctorate, I think. Very, very cool dude. Very cool dude. We have a song together. Anywho, SteelTech says, I do have a keyboard I'm borrowing. It's like a 12-year-old Yamaha starter. I will probably outgrow it quick, as some tutorials I'm looking already dive into lower octaves while right hand is still up high. It's sort of a starter keyboard, like 3 feet wide, PSR, E22, I'm reading it like it's a gun. It's an E2020, an E223. I'm shopping for a Korg Kronos, just to have tons of sounds at my fingertips. I just don't really know the best way to develop good chord scale memory. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of free resources online if that's the way you want to go. I can't give you personal experience suggestions just because I don't know chord scales. Like, I know I'm playing them, but I don't really know what they're called or how to differentiate them, I suppose. That was a perfect owl noise, says Cyber. Did I make an owl noise? I don't even remember. That's how far behind I am in chat. Radical says, he said it on a Mountain Dew commercial. He said it on a Mountain Dew commercial. He said it on a Mountain Dew commercial. Who said what on a Mountain Dew commercial? I'm so behind. I'm sorry. Speaking of chicken sandwich wars, just want to say that I had the KFC spicy chicken sandwich and thought it was the best one yet because it's been pretty consistent. Really, Jaime? Really? I haven't heard great things about the KFC chicken sandwich, and I myself do not particularly like it, but if they have a new spicier one, I am willing to give it a shot. You know, it is the wars, and I feel like I need to give everybody their, just desserts. And if KFC has a new chicken sandwich, I will return. I do want to say that the Jollibee chicken sandwich, though, if you live anywhere where there is a Jollibee, goes pretty dang hard. I'll check in when there's a moment, says Lucy. Thank you, Lucy. Made the whoopee. Nice. Yeah, Lucy, that's what I'm going to say for now. I'm going to use a pigeon. Did I make a pigeon sound? Crap. I don't remember doing it. I feel like I've been speaking English this whole time, but if I was making animal sounds. Lindsay says that was my stream, talking about the person that had Simpson. Person that had The Simpsons. It was also my first time meeting, knowing someone who had jaundice. There seems to be a moment. I'm gonna check in, says Lucy. Pernetic says, I said Xmas because I knew you'd trip on it. Dang it. I said Christmas because I knew you'd trip on the Xmas spelling of it. Yeah, I don't know. It was a couple of weeks. Premature. I couldn't drink mama's milk and they had to put me in sunlight. That's all I know. I was just a wee babe after all. Oh, you were like a youngin'. I thought this was recently. Lindsay's check-in has had a chill stream on Friday. Thanks again for the raid, Omni. I forgot that I did that. You're welcome, Lindsay. And the next morning, I got an email that I officially reached affiliate. Congratulations, Lindsay. Gonna stream a couple times this week, and we'll have a celebration stream on Saturday. Super excited, but I have a lot of stuff to do now, so I spent a lot of time this weekend planning that. I feel you. It's work, baby, right? It's work, baby, right? Psychedelic says they're checking as I'm still alive. Check back tomorrow for an update. Please don't die, Psych. Please don't die. I like you here. Dally says, yes, LMAO, the streets were going crazy. Shout out to Ethan. Yeah, shout out to Ethan. The streets were going wild. Summer 16. Y'all, were you here for Summer 16 Pokemon? Pokemon Go Summer 16. I know it was wild everywhere, but Pokemon Go Summer 16, specifically in Los Angeles, was chaos. Because I felt like they were doing it on purpose. All of the wild, like, rare Pokemon started off showing up in, like, tourist areas. It was like, oh, the Santa Monica Pier. Oh, we got a Blastoise over here. Like, check it out, Zapdos, baby. Like, they were showing up in, like, Hollywood Walk of Fame, you know. They were showing up in, like, downtown Disney and stuff like that. And then this really weird thing happened in the second half of the summer where it seems like it feels intentional, but I know it wasn't. The rare Pokemon started showing up in, like, really dangerous areas. So you had a lot of, like, wild, excited kids, like, running around with their phones and, like, portable chargers, because remember Pokemon Go would just drain phone battery? They would have, like, portable chargers and that weird, like, thing you would put on your screen so you could do perfect throws every time for the Pokeball. And they were, like, running through, like, South Central and, like, Watts and Compton. And I was like, I don't know, guys. There was a lot of robberies that summer. There are a lot of robberies. A lot of people lost their phones. Shout out to those people who lost their phones. And all of their Pokemon with it. Frenetic says, I will be at Alton Brown's Beyond the Eats tour on Saturday, so I'll probably miss your celebration stream, but I'll be there in spirit, says Frenetic. That's very sweet. I guess I'll be there in, not flesh. What does it mean when you attend something on the internet? You'll be there in what? Data? You'll be there in data? And Omni wouldn't eat the steak because it's red meat. Ethan chopped it up into tiny little pieces this makes me sound like a literal baby. Ethan would chop my steak up into tiny little pieces and mix it up with the eggs, and I would put in potatoes. And then I would actually put it in a burrito. I guess it was kind of like a breakfast burrito of sorts. I would put it in a burrito, and then I would eat it that way. That was how I was able to consume it. But, Ethan did know that I wasn't a big fan of steak and would make sure to not give me very much. I miss Ethan very much. I miss him very much. Okay, anyways, furthest day from Thanksgiving is May. Same day, Thanksgiving, 6 months away. Thank you, StillTech. I probably should have been able to do that math in my head, shouldn't I have? I'm affiliated with Lindsay. To affiliate to guilt. Drake says radical. To affiliate to quit. I read that as guilt. To affiliate to quit. To affiliate. Oh man, it doesn't roll off the tongue for me. Psychedelic says, has anyone been understanding Omni? I just hear squawks and caws. Psych. Don't make that joke. I'm on the edge. There's a Jollibee just maybe 40-ish minutes away, so I'll report back as soon as I know what's up. Yeah, the only complaint that I have, Jaime, about the Jollibee chicken sandwich is they do have a spicy option, but the spicy option has chopped up jalapenos on it, which, for whatever reason, feels like a cheat to me. I feel like if you have spicy chicken sandwich, I personally want the chicken to be spicy. I think if you just have a spicy chicken sandwich where you've thrown some spicy mayo or literal cuts of jalapenos on it, I don't think that's a spicy chicken sandwich. Even though it technically is, you know what I mean. When I hear spicy chicken sandwich, I think spicy chicken sandwich. You know? Spicy chicken. sandwich. I don't really think of it in terms of chicken sandwich that is spicy, you know. Hey, what's up, C Mills? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the lobby. I hope you're having a wonderful Monday. I'm catching up with how everybody's weekend was. So while you're in the lobby, maybe think about your Saturday, think about your Sunday, and see what you did, how you felt, who you talked to, who you saw, and then go ahead and check me in on it as soon as you're able to enter the chat. While I'm waiting for your check-in, C Mills, I'm going to read Lucy's check-in, which says that they are on break this week, so during the weekend, I stayed in my pajamas. I started a video, and I want to speed run it before my YouTube AdSense gets deactivated because I've been inactive for 7 months because comic and Twitch. So that's fun. Motive. Oh, I didn't realize it gets deactivated after 7 months, but I guess it makes sense. Planning on going to downtown this evening because it's very nice in my small town brain. I'm finally starting coloring on this picture that I need to use as a new cover. Well, I hope you finish all the work that you have to do, and I also hope you have a good time in downtown. I was the same way, Lucy. Growing up in Arizona, I always loved going to downtown Phoenix because it gave me that nice urban feeling, and I wasn't born and raised in a very rich, urban, congested structure. So, I agree with you there. You know, moving to LA was like, you know, paradise for a while, just being able to take the subway around and roam around the city on foot. It's very nice. It's a little bit longer than I had hoped, says Lucy, talking about their check-in. I appreciate the check-in nonetheless, Lucy, and enjoy your lurk. It is work, baby, says Lindsay, talking about streaming. I was there for Summer 16, says Rad, talking about Pokemon Go Summer 16. It was wild, wasn't it? It was a wild time. Hunky the Bear. What a marvelous username. Hunky the Bear. I was just talking about bears while I was in H-Mart recently. Not the real ones, but more the mascot bears and how popular they seem to be in Asian culture. But I'm going to continue on with your check-in. Oh, it's not a check-in. You just said fell off the Pokemon Go after I got like 300 Christmas hat Pikachus. Ew. I'm not a fan of Pikachu. I'm not really a fan of Pikachu. I only like him when he's being voiced by Ryan Reynolds. I was in middle school, but I had a different experience, says Lucy, talking about the Summer 16. Pernetic says, yeah, that was how the platform of the game worked originally, and they carried it forward when they reskinned it as Pokemon Go. It was the same in every city, tourism area. Oh, word. Dally says, oh my god, it was kind of like that in Detroit. Like, I love Pokemon Go, but after 8 p.m., but not after 8 p.m., right? People were, like, getting hit by cars. I had never seen something, like, really affect people to that level. I mean, we've seen things get popular. We've seen fidget spinners. We saw yo-yos. But, like, Pokemon Go is different because there was the cool thing. Like, it was making people go outside, which is nice. A video game that makes everybody go outside and see new parts of their city. But there was also some, like, bounce back. Some negative bounce back. Team Rocket out there snatching phone, says Psych. I like this joke. I appreciate this joke. I would like it if we could refer to all the gangs in Watts as Team Rocket. Don't tell them I said it, though. I would like to stay on... I wouldn't even say that I'm on good terms with the people in Watts. I would say that I'm on terms with... I would say a lot of the people... I'm using the term people because you know who I mean. But I would say that all the people in Watts, I'm on terms with them. They know. They know. I just don't have it. I just don't have it. They leave me alone for the most part. They'll, like, harass me a little bit. And I'll, like, laugh. I'll laugh. Do a little jive. Give them a little sauce. And they leave me alone. Anyways, Radical says, it was the closest we've come to actual world peace. It was magnificent talking about Summer 16. The danger was a small price to pay for human brotherhood. Perhaps it was just been a better game. The world would be a better place today. Yeah, I kind of stopped playing it too. I don't know if it stayed good or if it got better or what. I'll be there as a suggestion, says Lucy. Thank you, Lucy. Lindsay says, I agree. The chicken itself outside of the bread should be spicy. You can't just slap some spicy mayo on it and call it a day. I agree with this, but alas, so many do. They definitely do this. I had McDonald's this morning. My power was out basically all morning, and you had McDonald's. What did you get from McDonald's, Cyber, if you don't mind telling me? So I decided to go out and get breakfast from McDonald's. Cyber says, yeah, I was stuck with nothing to do, and I was mad. I work from home, so it was doubly infuriating. But what did you get from McDonald's, though, Cyber? Jaime says, adding jalapenos sounds like cheating for sure. Dang. But if their regular chicken sandwich is good, I'm down. Their regular chicken sandwich is quite good, Jaime. It's quite good. Oh, Hunk is here, and I didn't even see. We play Apex together, says Rad. Alolan Raichu is pretty cool, though. I can't help but love it because I'm a surfer. Remember Surfer Pikachu? Remember Pokemon Yellow, the last one I played? Cyber says, I got the Mac Griddle. Do you believe in magic? Should I read that in Ronald? Should I read? I'm sorry, was I supposed to read that in Ronald McDonald's voice? I'll read in Ronald McDonald's voice. Do you believe in magic, kids? Do you believe in magic? I kind of do, I guess. Not in the Hogwarts sense, but in the, like, I guess I don't believe in magic. Cyber says Ronald makes it magic. My magical tray keeps me supplied. Do you remember that ad, Cyber? I mean, I don't remember that ad. It predates my life, but I like YouTube the really old McDonald's ad where he has a magical tray that keeps popping up burgers. That was a Ronald McDonald voice, indeed. Ronnie McDonald himself. I'm gonna use the Ronald McDonald voice to say we live in a society. No, psych. Psych Siegel. Oh crap. They really pushed out Ronald McDonald lore. Okay, I gotta get to my check-in. There must be an alternate Gremlin Ronald McDonald that I don't know about. Probably, Lindsay. Guys, this weekend was jam-packed full of juicy... Thank you, Liana. Well, someone clap. This weekend was jam-packed with juicy action. So... Oh, you guys missed your sounds. The sounds were broken on Friday. Okay, so, on Friday we did a production stream. It was great. I made a song called Don't Remember. Anyways, it was great, and I rated into Lindsay. And then after I rated into Lindsay, I chilled in the stream for a while, and then me and Cyber and Frenetic played some late night Apex, and I gotta tell you, I love gaming with my boys. I gotta love gaming with my boys. I always thought that I was... You know what? Here's what I thought I was going to be, guys. I thought I was going to grow up, and I thought I was going to have a briefcase, and I thought I was going to have a wife, and I thought I was going to have little kids. 3. Nuclear? I thought I was going to have a nuclear family, and then I was going to have a house, and I was going to leave, and I was going to go, goodbye. Goodbye, I'm going to the office. I'm going to go to the office, which was Warped Tour at the time. I was going to go to Warped Tour with my briefcase, and I was going to play music out of my briefcase, and I was going to come home, and then my wife was going to say, how was Warped Tour? And I was going to say, it was amazing. Isn't it great that we live in New York City, Manhattan proper? Why am I going with this? Sorry, why did I start talking about this? Oh, right. So, like, that typical, like, father character in, like, TV and stuff like that when I was a kid, they were always like, oh, I just want to, like, play poker with my boys. They're always, like, playing poker with their dudes. And then, like, the wife comes in and she says, you gotta take out the trash. And he says, trash, my whole life's trash. And his guys are like, yeah, full flush, man. I got you, like, royal minions. And he's like, oh, he's got a pair of Dublovids. And then he wins the game. I always thought that was going to be me. And it didn't happen. And I think my equivalent of that is playing Apex with the boys. I think that's my equivalent. Except instead of, like, a wife walking in and saying, you gotta take out the trash, I get a text on Slack saying, Omni, why haven't you been replying? We've been texting you, we've been sending you messages for, like, 3 days, dude. Like, the meeting was 2 hours ago. You missed it. You're fired, Omni. Are you happy now? You're fired. No commission money for you. You better check your Venmo account. Anyways, hi, Titanium. How you doing? How are you? Anyway, so I played Ape. I played Ape with the guys, which was great. It was great, Ape. Did we win? I can't remember. Did I have a good time? Definitely. We've been trying to send you a reminder about your car warranty. God dang it. If that ain't relatable. After that, I fell asleep. No. I ate a bunch of chips. And it made me sick. I ate a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and a bunch of chips and it made me sick. Then I went to sleep. On Saturday, Omni, remember. I woke up. Laptop. What was I doing on my laptop? Oh, wow. Anyways, okay, so on Saturday, I have to stem out some of the things from the score for the game. So I went to my laptop and started stemming things out for the score. I had a Slack meeting, and that was fine and good and great and healthy and safe. After that, a lot of people don't know this, but my roommate is moving. So it's the end of an era. Very sad. But we went to go eat things that they're not going to be able to have since they're moving away. And so we went to Coco Ichibanya, which is a curry place that only really exists in. I mean, there's one in the Philippines. There's like some in Japan where it's from. There's like some in China, or rather, there's like a couple in Hong Kong. There's some in Korea, and then there's a few in California, but nowhere else in the States. They're only in California. So I took my roommate. We got some spicy Japanese curry before they had to move back. But the cool thing about going there is that the Cocos is connected to an H Mart. And this is what I wanted to talk about, guys. This is what we want to talk about. This is what I need you guys to understand. This is what I need you guys to know. If you Google today, Calpis, one thing you're going to see is you're going to see an old, you're going to see an old image of Calpis, which has a red logo. It has a red logo that says original flavor. It has a red logo that says original flavor on it because they ended up adding other flavors, obviously, and they ended up adding other flavors, and I'm struggling. There's a peach one. Yeah, there's definitely a peach one. There's a strawberry one, I think, but the original flavor one looks like this. Okay. Oh, you can still hear me. Sorry, I stopped talking because I didn't realize my mic was on this. The original one. I mean, this is Calpis, baby. This is like from Japan. But if you look in the bottom right, it has a little red logo that says Happy Refresh. Now, once they released it in the States, it got a logo that said original flavor. I don't currently have this JPEG on my computer, but you can Google it in your own time. Like if you Google Calpis original. Now, eventually, you will remember, I was looking for Calpis cans. Remember when I couldn't find them? I couldn't find them anywhere. I couldn't even find the bottle version of it. And I'm like, what's going on? Where's all the Calpis? What's going on? Where's all the Calpis? Sorry, guys, I don't have a Calpis redeem this week. I'm going to have to deactivate the redeem. And you guys are like, Omni, what are you doing? Do you hate us? Are you punishing us? What did we do to deserve this? And I said, I don't know. But there's no Calpis anywhere. Leanna's like, we got a few in the H Mart in the Bay Area. And I'm like, that doesn't do me any good. That's like 8-hour drive away. I can't get any Calpis down here. If I order from Amazon, it's going to take like 3 weeks, apparently. And it's going to have to pay like this huge, like, shipping fee. It was weird because I guess it wasn't coming from like down the street like most Amazon stuff does. Anyways, point is, it was gone and I wasn't able to get access to it. Once it finally did come back, it came back with a green logo that instead of saying original flavor, it says original citrus, and it's green. What's really important is it's green. They changed the color of the logo to be green. If you look at the Calpis emote, you can very clearly see a little red logo on the bottom. Okay, a red logo in the bottom. Now I want you guys to sit tight. I want you guys to sit tight for just a second because there's something I want to show you that it may startle you. It may startle you. So I just want you to brace yourself for this, but this is part of my check-in. Give me just 1 second. Thank you. Sorry about that. Welcome back, everybody. And thank you, Ace Forever, for the follow. You are in the lobby right now. You're in the lobby right now, but if you just take a second to while you're in the lobby, think about your how your weekend went. Once you are allowed in the chat proper, I will catch up on you, and we will talk about how your weekend was for you, baby. But back to my weekend. Back to my check-in. If you remember before the hold, we were talking about Calpis and how the logo has changed. If you want to direct your attention to the left side of my head, you'll see a bottle of Calpico, which is the regional version of Calpis. What color? What color is that little thing in the bottom? Does that look red to you guys?
Picture this.
I don't know how the color correction's working on this camera, but does that look red? Does that say original flavor? Or does it say citrusy flavor? Does it say citrusy? Have we seen the word citrusy used a lot? It says original underneath it, but where's the red logo? What does citrusy mean? Do I want it to be citrusy? And now everybody's like, oh no. I mean, it's the same recipe. Baby, it's the same recipe. They just renamed it. Maybe this will work better for American markets. Now, I want you guys to look at something. Look at this can. Look at this can. This is a can. By the way, we got cans back again. Hoo, because while I was in Koreatown, I went to H Mart and I found some cans. But look at this. Original flavor, huh? Original flavor. What does that say? What does that say? It says freaking citrusy on it. But I'm glad I went with my roommate when I was in there and I was shopping for the cans. My roommate said, Omni, hold up, look. In the back, behind all of the citrusy ones, in the back. I don't know how old this can is. Look at this. Excuse me? On the same shelf? Excuse me? No freaking, there's no logo for it. You ask the guy there and he's like, oh, that shouldn't be there. And I'm like, what do you mean that shouldn't be there? This is the original flavor. And he's like, we only have 2 cans of that. There's only 2 cans of that in the whole store, and I don't think we're getting any more. I can't drink this now, guys. I have to not drink it. I have to save this. This is a collector's item, man. You can't get this crap anymore. Everywhere you go is going to have these cans. Why would they do this? It's hideous. It's the ugliest can I've ever seen. Guys, the ingredients are different. Guys, I knew it tasted weird. I knew it wasn't just me. Oh, I feel so vindicated. All this time, I thought I was getting sick of the flavor. People would do Calpis redeems in the stream, and I was like, man, it kind of tastes a little weird today. But maybe that's just because I'm getting sick of it. Maybe it's because I drink too much of it. The ingredients are different. There's a few things moved around. Some things are missing. Are you going to have to find a new beverage? No, I'll keep drinking it because it's fine. I'm just saying, this is not the Calpis that I fell in love with in Japan. The red label is. And if you go to Japan, all my homies in Japan are like, yeah, we still got the red label over here. I don't know what's up with the foreign markets. Who's barking at me? Liana? Show us side by side. The ingredients? This is a wild check-in. By the way, did I miss anybody's check-in? I can scroll up, but I don't want this to hijack anybody's check-in. Wow. That's amazing. Somebody once told me that ingredients, can I get confirmation on this? Because I don't want this to be like some old wives' tale that I'm taking around in the stream. Somebody once told me that the order of the ingredients are the amount of them. Is that true? Or is that just true for some things and not true for others? Or it's like if water is the first ingredient, that means that there's more water than anything else? I want you guys... Oh my god. Oh my god, no. I'm so sorry, everybody. Why did they do this? They changed the amounts of things. The amounts are in different orders. The mix is different. The mix is different. What's the point? Why do that to me? When does this expire? I'm sorry, guys. This is not entertaining. This is not entertaining for the stream. Whoa. Staring at a white can and then trying to look at a black chat that has a glare on the screen is blinding. Can you hurry up and get Cal past this check-in? Says Cyber. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. We're done with the Calpus. That was just part of my check-in. I'm sorry, Cyber. So that was the Saturday. I ended up coming home and then just doing more work. On Sunday, we went to get Mama Lou's, which is a very, very good Chinese restaurant down the street that my roommate also likes before they moved back home. And we got black pepper udon. I love me some udon, baby. I also saw a friend who moved down to LA recently from the Bay and was just talking about how the Bay was affected by lockdown and talking about how her life and mental state was affected by lockdown. You know, we had one of those like homey COVID talks that I feel like everybody kind of has. And that was my Sunday. I came home and worked, and while I was working, I blew through the entirety of the Cowboy Bebop live action, baby. And I'm not really going to talk about it much because I know a lot of people are wanting to see it, and those even that haven't, I don't want to spoil anything. I don't even want to give you my real feelings on it, but I will tell you, I feel positively about this show. I very much enjoyed myself watching it, but we don't need to talk about anything that happened in it or what I liked or didn't like about it. But I did like it. I finished it over the weekend as well, says Pernetic. Umbe says their check-in part 2 is setting up my computer so I can game when I'm away from home. Never did it from so far away, so I'm hoping I can rig something up. Well, good luck, Umbe. I hope it works out. Red label gonna cost you extra, says Titanium. Red label is not going to be a redeem, I don't think. If homie just told me that there's 2 cans left of this stuff in Los Angeles, there's no way I'm drinking this crap. I'm not drinking it. I can't drink it now. I'm gonna put it in like a freaking case of resin and then hang it on my shelf. We can remind him to take a pic later, says Cyberdo Leona. Yeah, I'll take a pic of the ingredients list later, and then you guys can break it down if you want. If you like, I'll put it in the Discord. I'll put it in the food server in the Discord. How appropriate is that? If the ingredients list compiles with the FDA, then yes. Complies with the FDA, then yes, says SteelTech. Order is based on predominance. Oh. I didn't know the FDA had anything to do with it, but that makes all the sense in the world. Thank you, Jaime, for the Discord link. Okay, guys. Ooh. I like that. That chord specifically. Okay, that's going to conclude my check-in. If anybody has any check-in that they haven't turned in yet, or they have a check-in that I unfortunately skipped on accident, let me know. If you don't have it, then we will be Predominance. Time to do the news. I think it's time to do the news. It's definitely time to do the news. Yo! Now I'm the knucklehead. Now I'm the jerk. I just got like a wild message from somebody that I forgot I owed music to like 2 months ago. Jesus Christ, I'm out of it. Okay, it's time to do the news, everybody. Hello, Cernic Official. Welcome to the news segment of the stream. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, guys. Let's talk about what's new. Usually for news, I start off with my plants. What's new with my plants? Well, Firo is growing ever quickly. As you can see, his extra growth up here. It's getting pretty long, isn't it? It's getting pretty long, this guy. And I'm going to have to maybe get him a new mount or something soon because he's outgrowing the current one that he's attached to, unfortunately. Viv is still hanging on, sometimes droopy, sometimes happy, sometimes droopy, sometimes happy, always small, but always alive, and I'm very happy about that. Nobu still does not have a redeem yet, but she does have a theme song. Where's the raid? Oh my god, wait, did Cernic raid in here?
Run! It just
Twitch raid! 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 A Twitch raid.
Oh my goodness, sorry. I'm so sorry, Cernic. Thank you so much for the raid. I don't know why the thing didn't play. If it played, I didn't hear it. That's why I have it so startling, because sometimes I like sleep through raids. Thank you so much, Sir Nick. You are here for the news. I'm just covering some plant news. Umbe really quickly though says, I'm honestly thinking of staying away from networking as much as possible. I know very little about it. I can't determine what the internet situation is like where I'm going, so I don't want to take chances using WOL or similar. It's streaming through Stream/TeamViewer, so I just need my PC to power on and off. Word up. Word up, Umbe. I mean, I hope it works, regardless. Guys. Nobu does not have a redeem yet, but Homie has a theme. I still have to implement that. It was just like a wild weekend. I think I explained why. I showed you the can. You saw the red label. How am I supposed to get any work done after I've discovered that there's 2 red labels left in my city? And I own them. A kelp is king. Anyways, Agnes is doing fine, bushy as ever. And the booba repotting is going interestingly. I don't know. I don't know. Whenever I'm repotting something, I always like freak out a little bit because they get droopy when they're first repotted, at least when I do it. And if you remember Booba, Booba, this guy up here, had kind of like a not so great life, right? Like he was dying. And if you can see, there's even a new leaf growing here. Like this is a completely new leaf growing. And so I'm like, oh, I need to get it into a pot soon. But whenever I take the cuttings out of water and I put them in a pot, they like suffer quite a bit. And so I have to be a little bit careful how I'm doing this. And so I'm going to probably spend some time doing that in the next couple of days. Dar says, is Nobu out of binaries? I haven't decided yet what Nobu is, Dar. I'm waiting until Nobu has a redeem first. And then I'll decide. Good question, though, Dar. Bernetic says, only snag if you... Oh, wait. You're talking to Umbe? You're talking to Umbe. Check-in for Dar says, I am back at home. I appreciate everyone staying with me as I fail at Breath of the Wild. I don't feel the greatest, though, because I waited too long to eat. Ooh, is that relatable? Or is that relatable? Please eat, Dar. Please eat. Omni hasn't decided yet. It's like a quintessential non-binary experience. Not really. I wouldn't say so, because I would hope for the non-binary experience the person is choosing for themselves, whereas this is a plant, and I'm choosing for them. I mean, maybe that is. Oh, actually, no, you have a good point there, actually, Dar. But not in a good way, right? I don't want it to be like I'm like punishing my plant or like taking some level of agency away from this thing that I kind of want to eat. I kind of want to eat them. I mean, not so much Booba. Booba looks diseased because Booba had a hard time. But I always wanted to eat Booba when, like, Booba was healthy. Anyways, assigned gender at purchase. I guess, I assign them genders after I feel like they're solidified. Nobu doesn't feel solidified in the stream. Has a theme, but doesn't have a redeem. It'll get one. Probably will be a dude. Just because they're outnumbered now. Feels weird to not be even, right? Pharaoh and Booba were like really just the only dude plants. And then Ellis, Viv, Zia, Agnes. One's dead. Anywho, Dar says you can just say the plant is non-binary. You don't need to check its plant genitals. I don't know if plant genitals exist. They might, though. Hello, Ace Forever. Welcome to the chat. You're finally in. Tell me how your weekend was. Dar says, come on! Thank you, Dar, for that. Hey, buddy, says Ace Forever. I hope you're doing good. Please, tell me how your weekend was. Please tell me. Now, while you're telling me that, I am going to continue on with my news. Zia is fine. Zia is fine. I showed you the shield front situation a little bit earlier, and it is like occasionally troublesome, but I'm trusting the plant. I trust that the plant knows what it's doing, and I'm going to allow it to do its thing, and hope it ends up well. I'll give her all the moisture and sunlight that she needs, and hopefully she grows in a way that is healthiest for her, I suppose. Moving on from plant news, I'm going to talk about stream news really quick. We did do more stuff in the production stream. I've been kind of trying to break out of my comfort zone when producing music. So the past few productions that I've been making have been like a little bit weirder, I suppose. Not weird music, but just weird for me. Maybe something that people don't expect when they come into an Omniboy production stream, and I'm very happy about that. I feel like I'm building new muscles, or at least flexing muscles that I haven't used in a while. So that's just as far as stream news. We're still going to stream this Thursday. I haven't had anybody ask me yet, but I could feel that question coming. If I was going to stream on Thanksgiving. I am streaming on Thanksgiving. The reason I feel comfortable streaming on Thanksgiving is because my stream's pretty early, and even if nobody comes into it, I will feel good having the Thursday stream, because I'll still have my 4 regular streams and 5th production stream. 4 regular streams, 5th production stream. I kind of like having that pattern, and so I am going to be streaming on that.
For you. Question for you.
I was talking about Thanksgiving and like me streaming on it. This is kind of divisive for some people because some people consider it a holiday. Some people don't really celebrate Thanksgiving, like myself. And the way I see it is I'm just going to be streaming, and if you care about Thanksgiving, don't feel the need to come into the stream. Please enjoy your time with your family and eat your yams and your cranberry sauce. But if you don't have anything to do on Thanksgiving, I'd love to have you. If you have Thanksgiving later in the evening or afternoon and you're not doing anything in the morning, I'd love to have you also. But Cyber Redeem's a question for you. Cyber, what was Thanksgiving? What was Thanksgiving? Were you a person that really like cared a lot about Thanksgiving? Did you like Thanksgiving? Did you like Thanksgiving food? For me personally, I was never really a big fan of Thanksgiving. I don't even like most of the traditional Thanksgiving food items. I'm not a fan of turkey. I don't really like any type of pie other than pizza. I don't really like yams. I don't really like sweet potatoes. There's a lot of like traditional Thanksgiving things I'm not a big fan of. So for you, Cyber, what is Thanksgiving for you? Is it good? What are you thankful for this Thursday? That's funny. Anyways, Ace Forever did give me a check-in. Let me scroll up a little bit to it. Guess it's my current project, says Ace Forever. I've been okay. Did some gaming and some recording on my band's old EP. What does that mean, old EP? Like it's an EP that has been out for a while? Or like, what does that mean, the band's old EP? I hope I can catch them over break now, says Dar. I have missed like the past week of streams. No worries, Dar. Appreciate you anyway. Appreciate you for coming in, and thank you so much for the 7 bits. I hope you're feeling good. That's what's most important. And it's nice to have you here, even if it's just for a few minutes at the end. How many bits would it take for me to get redeems? It looks good, and I'm trying to party, but I don't want to waste your time. Back of my mind, I'm hoping you say 2 or 3. It'd take to get a redeem. What do you mean get redeems? For you to get redeems. What do you mean get redeems, Dar? Sorry, I think I don't really understand the question. I stole everyone else's holidays, says Lucy. I, as a Buddhist, as a holiday bandit. I am a Buddhist. I, as a Buddhist, am a holiday bandit. Word. Holiday bandit is a pretty sick title. Titanium says, oh yeah, I'll be here for show. Thanksgiving is just a day off on my end. Hey, that means my mom might watch the medley on Thursday. Tell your mom I says, hey, Lindsay. Titanium says, pizza really is the best pie. It really is, isn't it, Titanium? I don't like EM, says Liana. Yes. Man, what do you like then? Monka S? You nailed it right on the head, Ace Forever. I love Monka S. Oh my god. At night, sometimes I think like, wow, Christmas is approaching, and all I want for Christmas is Monka S. In all seriousness, though, Ace, like, I have alternatives, right, for things. Like, instead of liking turkey, I do like chicken. I'm a big chicken fan. I don't really like cranberry sauce. I'm not a big fan of cranberries. I guess I don't really have a replacement for that. I just like jam and jelly and stuff like that. I don't know. I'm but a simple man. You know? I'm a simple man. Good question, though. I mean, I like a lot of other things. I've talked on the stream about liking Jollibee, about liking pizza, liking Asian food, liking Italian food. Something about like the traditional Thanksgiving items just doesn't really like vibe, doesn't really gel with me. Smother enough gravy on anything and I'll like it, says Rad. I can at least agree with a little bit of that as a fan of poutine. Lamb Map says, "Hello, Omni, a fan since SoundCloud." Hello, Lamb Map, an artist since SoundCloud. But no, in all seriousness, thank you for coming to the stream. I don't know, 2015, 16? Word. 2015, 16 was when I moved here, so I take that compliment deeply and seriously. Thank you for liking my music since then. It's changed quite a bit since then, hasn't it, Lamb Man? It's changed quite a bit, hasn't it? What is Thanksgiving for me? I'm going to spend time with my fam in town. They want me to bring a salad, so basically just eating the regular accoutrement. I love French. While talking to family members I see every once in a while. Well, that's good. That sounds healthy. This year we're going to the church and eat Thanksgiving stuff there. Word up, like a potluck of sorts. Old EP back in 2016/17 says Ace Forever. Long story short, we were working with a producer to do the mixing with us, but none of us had physical contact with him during the whole project. When the EP came out, tracks were missing and the bass was non-existent. LOL. So I'm doing everything myself now that I know better. Yeah. Definitely relying on somebody else to do the mix down on your work is a painstaking endeavor, right? Because they don't have the same ears you do, and they're going to mix it kind of weird, or at least weird to you, you know? It's all a game of perspective, I suppose. Just going to quickly move my blinds because the sun is blowing me out. And I want a little bit of shade for the final moments of the stream. Okay, wow, I can see the screen. Wow. I replaced the words in the song How Many Drinks by Miguel. With what? I really meant a bit notification. Oh, a bit notification. You want a bit notification for like 2 or 3 bits, says Dar. What is it at now? 10? I can't even remember what I said it as. I might have said it as 10. Ace Forever says Monka S. Monka S, baby. I want to dream another dapper up so bad, says Lucy. Why? Just like have 2. Or put it on your head. Oh, Lucy, I'm not a clown. Come on, allow me to have just a little bit of dignity in the stream. I strip away most of it when I talked about Mama's Milk. I mean, I feel like the bow tie is really doing a lot of the heavy lifting here. Titanium says, man, I tell everyone to replace their turkeys with chickens for every holiday. Yeah, I'm not really a big turkey head, so I feel that. It's the superior bird. I feel it. It's also the superior of the 2 birds for sure. Dar says, how long until Gen Alpha starts unironically saying stuff like, I stand dressing, stuffing is canceled? How do they not already say that? I feel like that might be something they already say, honestly, Dar. They might have gotten it already. Lucy says, my family makes a good turkey. My family consists of good cooks, so that's enough for me to go. That's a good reason to go to any like Thanksgiving celebration, I suppose. Good cooks, good food. Liana says, it was me. I laughed, but no. I don't know, why is it even getting auto-modded? What are you talking about? What's getting auto-modded? Turkey Heads says, oh crap. There's some connotation there. Is that addition to Chicken Head? I knew it. I knew it was coming. How come I didn't block Chicken Head? Lamb Map says, I look up your old song, then go back to your SoundCloud and Facebook fan page and realize you have a Twitch account. I must click the follow button. Lamb Map, thank you. You did a little bit of research. You got a little gumshoe in the chat, and I do appreciate you for making it all the way into the stream, and especially from like such old music of mine. Lamb Map, some of the people in here don't know that time existed. They didn't know that I existed in 2015, 16. So thank you. I appreciate you. Lamb Map. La Map. I didn't even think about that, says Dar. It was just plainly idiotic to me. We covered a little bit of the news. At least we covered stream news and we covered plant news. We still have to cover album news, right? My name is Lam. I'm Vietnamese. Oh, sick. I can't get distracted. But welcome, Lam, to the stream. I do appreciate you. I need to say that I saw some people talking. I saw you guys talking. I heard you. You spoke and I heard you, all right? You were talking about the album. There's a few people in the Discord that were saying, like, when is it coming out? Or, like, where is this song? There was a very, very lovely person named Cold Crush Sister that was in my stream on Friday and actually messaged me on Instagram and said, hey, that song that I heard on Friday, where can I listen to it? Because I really like it. And I was conflicted, right? Because on one hand, was so touched that somebody who came into the stream for but a few minutes and heard a song liked it so much that they wanted to listen to it on their own in MP3 form. But then on the other hand, I was like, I think I might not be doing a good job portraying to people the lifespan, the pipeline of a song. Now I can kind of hear like a subconscious sonic groan from a few people in the chat who have heard me talk about this a lot, so I do apologize to you guys. But the thing is, songs, TV shows, comic books, novels, paintings, these all take a long time to make. And I think that the reason that they take a long time to quote-unquote make is because the actual production of the thing, writing the book, right? Writing the song, shooting the music video, is not the entire process. A lot of times, coming up with the idea and even being live on Twitch and creating the idea in front of you guys is very fun, and that is the more fun part of the process. That's the more entertaining part of the process. There is a much more time-consuming part of the process called mixing, which is followed by another time-consuming part of the process called mastering. And then there's a very complicated part of the process called distribution. And then, of course, all of these processes exist under the umbrella of my own discretion, right? And so instead of just like pooping out tracks every week or 2 weeks like I used to do, which, again, there's nothing wrong with, that is how I found a lot of my success. I have taken a break, it's been 2 years since I've really released anything proper, and I want the next release of mine to feel very intentional, to be very intentional and have a lot of planning, have a lot of time and energy behind it. And so because of that, yeah, some of you have heard a song that was made like maybe a year ago, and you're like, where is it? Where is it? Where's this song? How come I can't hear it? I heard it on the stream. Why can't I hear it on Spotify? And the reason for this is because things like album art have to get made. Things like a rollout have to be planned. Things like shows have to be booked. Things like distribution needs to be figured out. Things like splits need to be signed and contracted. Things like tracks need to be mixed and mastered. There's a lot of extra steps that unfortunately are very boring, right? They're very boring and they're very time consuming, and sometimes they can appear like creative red tape for a lot of creators. You make something and you're very happy with it, but then you have to walk this really annoying tightrope of distribution. Now, when I think about distributing things and I think about sharing things with you all, there are a lot of different ways you can share them. Could I burp into my phone and get that burp on Spotify by next week? Yes, I could. I could do that for you guys. I could make that my next release. A burp and a phone. I could do that. But I think you all will agree with this, whether or not you know this or not, because you've seen the behind the scenes of stuff, but when a lot of intention, I use the word intention, and intention is kind of like an umbrella term for planning and passion and logistics and rollout and marketing. When a lot of intention is put into a project or into a piece of art or into a piece of media, even though maybe you guys, as you're consuming it, don't appreciate it immediately, a lot of times those things are like subtle boons, subtle benefits to the thing that you're watching. We might not think about the lighting. I just watched Cowboy Bebop. You might not think about the soundtrack. You might not think about the score. You might not think about the Foley. You might not think about the wardrobe because it's done really well and it just kind of works. But these things did take weeks or months to prepare and to work on. And I just want to make sure that the next time that I meet you guys on a platform of releasing official music, that there is a lot of intention put into it and that there is a lot of care put into it, as opposed to just rapid releasing any fun, 4-bar idea I come up with. And this has caused a lot of disgruntled anguish, I suppose, with people that like listening to my music, which again, I am very flattered that people do. But not everybody is in the Discord, right? Not everybody is in the Twitch stream. A lot of people don't even know this Twitch stream exists. So you guys are like hearing these songs. For a lot of people, they don't even know that they exist. They think that I just like fell off the face of the earth and that I'm done making music. And so I am trying to make sure that there is intention and care put into my next project, the most I've ever put into any project. And that is causing a little bit of a delay on the listener's end. So I want to, in one hand, thank you all for your patience, and in the other hand, ask you all for patience. But this is mostly to Cold Crush Sister, who did want to know when one of the songs was coming out. I promise I'm working on it. And so my news on the album is I'm working on it. I actually talked to an artist who is helping me with it, who lives in France. I love this man. I love this man. I could draw a table of all of it. Anyways, I love this man. Point is, I've been talking with him back and forth, and I don't want to really get into what we're doing or what he's doing or why it's taken so long. But he sent me a message before I started my stream this morning, or an email rather, that was like very nice. First and foremost, it was very nice, and it was very encouraging. It reminded me that it's like I can do this thing because I don't have a team, right? I don't have a manager. I don't have anybody that does my distribution for me. I don't have anybody that like does merch for me or anything. It's like a lot of the stuff I have to do myself, and so it is very exhausting. And so I do feel determined and I feel motivated. I am going to finish this thing. And it's starting to sound so good, guys. Like some of these songs, like I know like a lot of you guys here have heard them. 1, 2, 3, 30, 100 times, but there are quite a few songs that you haven't heard, and there are some songs that you have heard that have changed significantly since the last time you've heard them, that they're sounding really good, and I have a lot of faith in them. So I do thank you all for your patience on that front. And that is the only news that I have to deliver to you guys about the album and how it's coming along. I am going to quickly catch up on your guys' chat, and then we can talk about my song recommendation today. What? They have different colors in different places? In other places, says Dar? Different colors of what? Oh my god, I'm way further behind on the chat than I thought. Whew! Cyber says, but you now know, reasons have stopped albums coming out. Reasons have stopped albums coming out. I'm not even sure if they're good reasons anymore. I'm beginning to lose my mind. Yeah. I can guarantee you this music is coming out because it's my whole life, guys. Like, this is my life. I'm not the type of artist who works on something for 2 years and then just scraps it. Like, this stuff is coming out, but I just want to make sure that it comes out in the way that I want. I'm it's silly. It's like, when you pull up. Have you ever pulled up, y'all? When you pull up, oops, that's outside. When you pull up and you're waiting for your homie to come out or waiting for somebody to come out for a date and they're just taking a long time and you're like, it's not that serious. We're going to Olive Garden, okay? There's going to be somebody there in overalls. Just come out. I want my endless breadsticks already. But she won't come out. I feel that now. It's like it's not about what is acceptable. It's not about what people will allow you to go into Olive Garden wearing. It's not about whether the maitre d', can we even call them that? It's not about whether the maitre d' at Olive Garden is going to scoff at you. It's not about whether your date is going to laugh at you. It's about how you feel, baby. It's about how you want to walk into that Olive Garden. It's like about how you want to feel when they bring you out the zuppa tostada and you tell them, thanks, sir. Keep the breadsticks coming. You want to look like a classy act when you say keep the breadsticks coming. You don't want to look like a clown. I just don't want to look like a clown, guys. I want the music to be good. I want to walk into the Olive Garden feeling hot. Ace Forever says, I took way too long to understand the differences between mixing and mastering. There is definitely a difference, but at least now you know, right? At least now you know. Distribution seems like a nightmare, not gonna lie. Lindsay, it is a nightmare. But when it works, boy does it feel freaking good. How many times have I told somebody something's going to come out on Friday and then Spotify is like, wait, did you send it to us? Spotify's like, I think it's here somewhere. Tell them it's Tuesday. Tell them it's going to come out Tuesday. And I'm like, what time Tuesday? Midnight? And they're like, I don't know. So yeah, distribution can be a nightmare sometimes. Our message just made stoplight colors, says Pernetic to Dar. Red light, green light. Red light, green light, red light, green light, red light, green light, red light, green light, fast cars. Guys, I'm clueless. I have no idea, says Lam. It's okay. I don't know anything about anything, Lam. They have different colors in different places. Are we talking about chat names? Pernax says, but yeah, something like 80 to 90% of the audio on movies and TV is recreated in post. It's pretty crazy. I did know this. Well, of course I know this. But yeah, some people don't know that, and it is really wild. It is really wild to like look at a movie and be like, I used to be as a younger person, I used to say like, why can't they just use the footsteps from the dude walking? And the answer to this is because when you're working with audio, I'm sure you guys have seen me do it, you need the cleanest audio possible if you're going to be mixing stuff. If you guys are sending in samples and there's like a car driving in the background and there's like an owl going off in the background, there's police sirens, I'm not going to be able to effectively make the best song with your guys' audio samples. I need like clean audio. And if they just have a boom mic trying to pick up like a door slamming, they're inevitably going to pick up a lot of like random unwanted sounds. So a lot of the sounds you're hearing in a movie, whether it's dogs barking, footsteps, cars, doors, things like this, it's all added in post. Like none of that stuff is actually like Tom Cruise like walking, I'm sure Tom Cruise can walk. Amiibo Boy says, would hate to be a part of the old crowd who now assume you're retired. Aw. That's a very sweet thing to say, Amiibo Boy. I appreciate the intention, and I'm excited, says Lindsay. I'm pretty excited. I'm also very exhausted. Dara says, I hate when people say that art isn't made with effort, as if the amount of work someone puts in isn't necessarily correlative to its quality. Yeah, it's not really always correlative. I mean, and also it's like quality is also super subjective, right? Like somebody might like something more than the other was. I don't know if that means that the quality's better. Like you delay something and people automatically assume the quality increases and not. That they're just ready to release a thing. Yeah, it's like they're not ready. Homegirl's not ready to come out, man. Homegirl's not ready to come out yet. Omni's friend collaborated with him on the song Uber to Cerrito, says Liana, answering Ace Forever's question of who is Skirt. Skirt was actually in here earlier, Ace Forever. You just missed him. Cyber says, I think the reason why it's so frustrating, maybe that's too harsh of a word, but just go with me. I'm with you, baby. Is because the lay of the land nowadays is people releasing singles when ready. And Omni doesn't do that often, if ever. He prefers to release albums. It just makes sense for him to do it during touring, since that's almost a guaranteed way to sell albums. Amen. Cyber knows a little bit about marketing, baby. But overall, that just isn't happening, and the world is just overall not conducive to the tempered and careful release mythology that Omni likes. There's a little bit of truth here, and there's a little bit of confusion here, but mostly truth. Here's the thing. I do a lot of bungee jumping. I do a lot of like boinging here and there. If you think about Luststream, every Luststream track existed before I released Luststream. What I did is I released a track a week for several months, and then at the end of that single, like, I almost said manifesto. At the end of that, like, single fiesta, I compiled them all into a compilation. I released them. And then for Daydream, I did release a single called Key Lime, and then I released Daydream as an actual EP. For Quick Breath and Ego Death, you are right, Cyber, and that I didn't do any singles. I was just like, I love this music, here it is, enjoy this stuff. And I haven't done anything since Quick Breath and Ego Death. And not to like put the cart before the horse, but I'm probably going to do singles from this album before I actually release the album. I'm not going to like not say anything, not have any rollout, not have any announcements, or like for Ego Death and Quick Breath, a lot of those things I kind of just like set a random announcement date and then I put it out. There's going to be a lot more intention, Cyber, and a lot more care put into this one, where there is going to be singles and there are going to be rollouts for each specific thing. But I definitely understand what Cyber's saying about it frustrates, because the COVID release schedule for a lot of musicians has been single, and then an album. Sometimes the singles aren't even on the album. It's just like, yo, attention span is like wild right now. I can't tour right now. Like, just like kill these people with tracks. More tracks. Drake. We can remember him. We can remember him. Drake. Like, I get it. I get that people are going like hamburger on singles, but I think that touring is happening right now, it is happening. Is it happening to the extent that it was in 2019? No, I'm not going to say that. But my friend Flaming Ghosts just did a tour, sold out his tour, did a tour and did an album release. Like, having an album release to a tour does still happen. It is happening. Tyler the Creator just did like album tour, friend of mine, Slow Magic, just did a tour and had a release. Like, you can still do the release and tour combination. And I think I was waiting until touring was happening again, which it is now, luckily. So Yeah, I can play shows. Like I've gotten show offers even this week, and I've turned them. No, I had one show offer this week. I was just say I've had show offers this month, but I've turned them down because I want to wait until I have some music out. But I will play shows. It's not like it was in 2020. In 2020, I literally couldn't play any shows, and I was like, I don't want to release music when I can't play shows. But today I can actually perform, which is kind of nice. Dar says, Omni, what? Man, I love this dude. What is he talking about? I don't know, Dar. It makes me feel bad because I feel like I'll put a lot of work into something and not love it, and that can be demotivating. I hear you, Dar. I hear you, Dar. Something to keep in mind to all of you lovely people is that this project, what is there, 30 people in here on average? I don't know. This project exists to a very small sample size of the people that listen to my music. You guys have a lot of anticipation for this project that I'm not being like presumptuous. Even if you guys have a little bit of anticipation for this project, you guys, I'm saying, have more anticipation than literally everybody else because nobody even knows it exists. Like, the grand majority of my audience have no idea that this exists. Few that Olive Garden metaphor really hit. I feel it. I'm caught up on chat. Thank you, by the way, Cyber. I'm caught up on chat. Do you have a hard rule to not play unreleased music? Oh, I always play unreleased music. I do not have a hard rule for that. If we're talking about live shows, when I go perform live, I definitely play unreleased music. But if we're talking about streams, I don't really like always playing unreleased music, especially if I know I'm going to release it. Wait, you did have a single for Quick Breath Ego Death. It was not on my watch. Technically true, yes. Back when Quick Breath Ego Death was going to be one album, but I didn't have any Ego Death singles. And so it didn't feel like a true rollout. But yes, Not on My Watch was off of Quick Breath, and it was definitely like the biggest song off of that release. Singles always be doing that crap. Mod abuse says Umbe. Mod help. Mod support. Mod got me to the bottom of the stream. Or the bottom of the chat. But yeah, I'm saying that, and I hope what I'm saying makes sense, but you guys know it exists. You guys know Picture This is a song. So you're just like, yo, when is this crap coming out? Whereas I want to say 95% of the people that listen to my music, more guys, have no idea that song exists. They don't even know Quick Breath. Not Quick Breath. They don't even know Picture This. They don't know Just Believing. They don't know Dropout. They don't know any of those songs because they just don't exist anywhere but this Twitch stream. And so, supposedly... Cold Crush Sister, we were just talking about you. Welcome, Cold Crush Sister. But yeah, they don't know it exists. And so, I think this is the difference that has happened this time, guys. If I'm being honest, Ego Death, Quick Breath, those songs were not brand new, right? I had been holding on to some of those songs for a while. But the reason that there wasn't as much anticipation for it is because I didn't share a lot of Quick Breath Ego Death before I released it. You guys have been in these production streams and have seen a lot of the groundwork and foundation for my next release. So you guys are unfortunately included in you guys are being held hostage in the very long process of creation, preparation, release. Whereas most of us don't even know a movie's being made until either it gets like a leaked announcement or we have a trailer. By the time you've seen the trailer for a movie, quite a bit of the movie has been shot by that point. You know, you guys knew that Just Believing existed before I even had a chord progression. Like, you guys saw me pull in a cyber quote and start chopping it up. You guys knew before I even started making the song that it existed. It would be like announcing, like, hey guys, I think we're going to make another Mission Impossible movie. And from the moment somebody thinks of that idea, there's a tweet that goes out that says, director of Mission Impossible making a new movie, then we'd all be sitting here like checking our watches every few weeks going like, bro, where is it? Where's the trailer, dude? That Sonic movie got announced years ago. How come I haven't seen a trailer? And it makes things feel like you've been waiting forever. Kingdom Hearts 3, where are you? Final Fantasy 14, I saw a trailer for this freaking game years ago, 10 years ago. Where is it? Versus 13, where's my Final Fantasy game? And then by the time it finally came out, people were pretty pissed. I don't want a Final Fantasy 15, you guys. I don't want a Kingdom Hearts 3, you guys. I just want to make you guys proud. But yeah, it is taking a while. And I do thank you again and ask you also in the same gesture for patience. Oh my god, Taiko Drum Game, says Perneg. You talking about Taiko Drum Master? About me? Oops, why? Hey, y'all sunshines. I hope you're good. Oh, thanks, Cold Crush. We appreciate all the effort, says Leon. We'll be happy to celebrate once it's out. Yeah, I'll be happy once it's out, too. I'm gonna sleep for, like, 2 weeks. I'm gonna sleep for 2 weeks. It's gonna be nice. I'm talking about the emote, says Pernetic. Oh, I didn't even see it. Word up, Cold Crush. Okay. I am so sorry, guys, but you know the Monday morning check-in usually pushes us. It's extended. That being said, I do need to go over a song recommendation. Thank you, Liana. Today's song is Kasav. It's... Soleil. I spelled it wrong. Soleil. Anyways. Soleil. I gotta water you, bro. Oh no, you're doing the big limpy. Sorry. Hello, Kiboshi. Yo, indeed to you. Guys. Wait, Kiboshi, do you know this band? Anyways, I'm recommending this song to you guys for 3 different reasons. Why am I recommending Kasav's song? Why am I recommending this to you guys? First, I'm going to take a little bit of time, just a tiny bit of time, like literally 60 seconds, to explain a little bit of background on what exactly is happening and what zouk is. There's a genre of music called zouk, Z-O-U-K, and it is kind of a French genre. I'll get into why kind of a French genre. Well, if you guys are familiar with the Caribbean islands have been pretty densely colonized, I'll say that. And there's a lot of sad stories that come with that we're not going to get into because I don't want to bum anybody out in the stream. But a lot of the people that exist in the Caribbean islands, especially the French Antilles or the French West Indies, are part of France. If you don't know where the Caribbean is, which is no shade, this is not, me condescending. It's like sometimes people don't know geography. The Caribbean islands are like east of Central America. It's like if you think of the Gulf of Mexico and then just slightly southeast, and there's a bunch of islands there. Some of those islands are part of France. And some people don't know this. France was doing a lot a while ago, and if you think about the French Quarter and the South, you think about New Orleans, France was busy for a while. And so they took a few of these islands, and they took some of the people from these islands, and through some stuff that we won't need to necessarily get into, it birthed a lot of different food things that ended up going back to France. It birthed a lot of different language things. If you think about the language of Creole is a language that I can understand a little bit of, right? Because a little bit of it contains quite a lot of French for reasons of colonization. It's like why Tagalog, the language from the Philippines, contains quite a bit of Spanish. Was colonized by Spain, so Spanish gets in the language. Was colonized by France, so French gets into the language of Creole. And with a lot of those, food being traded, culture being traded, and all this stuff being traded between the islands and then France, you end up with a lot of music and art that also comes traditionally from these people in the Caribbean that ends up going to France. And one of these genres was called zouk. Now, there's a lot of really cool island genres that were the birthplace of zouk here in the Caribbean, but what really is the characteristic of zouk music and the difference from all of these Caribbean genres that we actually had there is zouk happened in the 80s. It arose in the 80s, and so it contains a lot of synthesizers and cool not new Ableton synthesizers, cool 80s Casio synths and stuff like that. And a lot of these bands were huge. It's back in these days when you had these specific genres that relied on an ensemble, you didn't really have bands of 2 or 3 people. You had bands of 5 people that had a backup choir of singers that had a brass section that had all of this stuff. So this is a zouk song by Kasav, the band who is credited for inventing this genre altogether. It's a nice little hybrid of genres. I'm going to give you guys 3 reasons why I want you guys to listen to this song. Soleil. And reason number 1 is it's a good song, guys. It's such a good song. I mean, you might not like it. It might be a jarring jump, but please just give it 1 minute. Give it 50 seconds. Give it 50 seconds. If you don't like it at 50 seconds, I'm going to be honest with you, it doesn't change. It doesn't. There's no surprises. If you don't like the first 50 seconds, can it? That's fine. It's not for everybody. But give it 50 seconds. Just give it a chance. It can grow on you. The second reason why I want you guys to listen to this song is because of what I kind of talked about in the beginning a little bit with the French West Indies and Creole.
I like that name. It's cute.
Oh crap, Slime Bubble. What the heck? I didn't even see you come in. Hi, Slime Bubble. Hey. The second reason that I want you guys to listen to this song again, sorry, I'll start over again. The second reason why I want you guys to listen to this song is what I talked about a little bit in the beginning, which is that there's a lot of cultural trading happening here. And we always talk about like the diaspora of people and of culture, but a lot of times in the song recommendations, we talk about the diaspora of music in general, right? Disco starting here and then creating all of these weird satellite genres in different countries and different languages and different cultures. The same thing happens when you have colonization. A lot of times you're going to have people making their natural cultural music, but they're making it in instruments that they're getting through trade, that they're getting from somebody else. And the beautiful thing about this sound is it's a sound that's extremely old, right? This sound is old. It's a very old sound, but it's being performed at a different speed, a little bit faster, and it's being performed with like modern 80s instruments, which gives it like this really cool, weird future retro sound to me anyway. And so that is the reason why, that's the second reason why I want you guys to listen to it. It's just a really good example of one genre that comes from a very kind of like a third world position, but performed by a lot of these instruments that were delivered by like the Western invasion, and the invading forces, trumpets and a lot of these other things that they didn't necessarily have there. Now, the third reason why I want you guys to listen to this song actually doesn't have that much to do with specifically the way the music is built. That is mostly touched in the first and second reason. The third reason why I want you guys to listen to this song is like purely a like linguistic and vocal reason. So this song is performed in Creole. When I heard this song for the first time, I was like a teenager and I fell in love with it, but I didn't know what they were saying because the chorus of the song is kind of like this chanting thing where they do this like call and response, where the crowd says "Soulageo," and "Soulageo" is like it's like let them rest, like give them rest, give them like release them, it's like if somebody was like working all day, you could like jokingly say like "Soulageo," they've been working all day. And so that's what I understood, because that part is French. That is French. The rest of the song is in Creole, and so I remember like being a teenager listening to the song and being like, "What language is this?" But then the chorus would ring out, and I was like, "That's French." And they would start talking again. And the interesting thing about Creole and French is they're just close enough. Creole is just close enough to French where if somebody's speaking Creole around me, I feel like I understand it, but I don't. All of the sounds are very familiar. A lot of the words are very familiar, but the meanings don't make any sense to me. And so those are the only two words that I understood in this song. And when you have a lot of these older genres, they are very vocal, but in kind of like a team chanting way. Like these old songs weren't necessarily like today you have a song by, well, I said today, wow. More modernly, you have a song by like Elvis or something like that, right? Like you have a song by Whitney Houston. You have a song by these people that they get up and they are supposed to sing in front of you and they are delivering art to you. You are taking in, you are an audience, you are listening, you are dancing, you're having a good time, but they are the ones sharing the art with you. They are the mouthpiece of the art. In a lot of these folk genres, and I mean folk genres not only in just the French West Indies, not only just in France, not only just in America, not only a lot of folk genres in a lot of different cultures, and I don't know why this is, but they rely mostly on like ensemble. And when I say ensemble, I don't mean a band of people standing in front of you and sharing something with you. I mean everybody is in the band. I mean if you're in the room that the music is happening with, you're in the band. You're picking up something and you're banging on it. You're doing a dance. You're singing in the band. And so now there isn't just a clear singer of the band. Like Kassav doesn't have a clear singer all the time. It's just a bunch of people singing. And when you're in the crowd, there is a lot of like chanting, call and response. He will say something and then you repeat. And the beautiful thing about the Soulageyo song is no matter what the singer says, your response is Soulageyo with the entire group of people. Everybody is chanting the same thing back, so you don't really need to know the lyrics. He can be up there just like freestyling, saying random stuff, and you say the thing back to him. A lot of like gospel music has worked this way too. Like if you've been in like a Southern Baptist church like I was raised in, a lot of the songs will work this way. You can participate in the music, you can be a part of the song without necessarily even knowing the lyrics. It takes 2 seconds to catch on to what the chant is, how the song goes. And I haven't really talked about a lot of those types of songs in this stream. A lot of the song recommendations in the stream are a little bit more modern and are built around the band playing the music and not necessarily the activity that comes with the music. You know, we think of salsa music, and as fun as salsa music is, what is salsa bands without people dancing salsa in front of them? What is bachata music without having people dancing bachata? Like, it is fun to listen to, but there also is this other very physical group activity that kind of completes the experience. And so the third reason why I want you guys to listen to this song is because that's how the vocals work. The vocals are meant to be a group experience, chanting and participating, repeating, calling, and responding. So again, the reason that I want you guys to listen to Soulageyo by Kassav is the 3 reasons being: 1, it's a very good song. 2, it's a good example of a culture and a music that is very, very old being performed with modern instruments. This is mostly due to colonization, but we don't need to get into that. It's just an example of old music being performed with modern 80s, again, 1980s, but modern for the time instruments. And the third reason why I want you guys to listen to this song is because it's a great example of that kind of group vocal activity where it isn't you are listening to the singer. It isn't Justin Timberlake. We're all Justin Timberlake in the room. If you are listening to the song, you are just as much a part of the performance and the song as anybody on stage, as the person next to you, the person behind you. It's beautiful. And so that's why I want you guys to listen to this band. Also, if you like this music, if you like this one song, all their music more or less sounds like this. So, I mean, there's a lot of modern zouk that's a little bit slower, that kind of sits in like this more like vibey, romantic, like almost all the songs are love songs, like vibey, romantic BPM. But this stuff has like, it's got it. Why do people that live on islands make like the sickest music? Why does like the most energetic music come from islands? Does it have anything to do with the sun? Is it because of vitamin D? Is it because they're getting more sun than a lot of the rest of us? What is that? I thought about this quite a bit, actually. It's that island air, baby, says Lindsay. I added the baby, I'm sorry. Ace Forever says, they look like TV on the radio. What a wild thing to say, Ace Forever. I should recommend a TV on the radio song in the future. Somebody once told me I looked like the dude from TV on the radio. This was years ago, though, before my hair looked like this. Anyways, that's Titanium says, that reminds me of go-go music. Go-go music goes, is that island boy, oh no, I know what Cyber's doing. Cyber? I know what Cyber's doing. Oh, Titanium started it. My bad. Titanium started. I'm sorry, Cyber. Because I'm an island boy. I hope those guys are okay. I hope they're okay. Alright, guys. We have almost gone a full hour over our scheduled time. So I do want to start winding things down. I'm going to check and see if there's anybody on that I would like to raid before I play the theme. If there is anybody in the chat who has a friend that's online and they're not standing on anybody, I am open to raiding them. We already raided Idiot Goon recently, so I need not. I've got no one. I mean, Great Playback is on. We raided him kind of recently. Chef John Reed. Chef John Reed is cooking. Chef John Reed does have 131 people, though. So Chef John Reed might not need me. I should do work so I can't stay for the raid, says Lindsay and Liana. No worries. I like Jubilee DJ, says Slime. I assume this is a DJ? She builds Gundams, I think, sometimes while DJing. What? That sounds cool. I think, how many people are in there? I like helping people. She got 2 viewers and vibing. Oh, yeah, we're going there then. She's excellent and building up a Twitch platform, but mostly local around Brooklyn. Yeah, we're going. We're going there. That's where we're going. Thank you, Slime, for that suggestion. I'm gonna play the Morning Medley theme song now. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, now would be a great time to bring them up. If you don't, enjoy this last medley tune. Thank you, kids. I hope your second shift goes amazing. I hope somebody comes in and is very nice to you. Hope everyone has mama's milk. You deserve it. Oh. Oh, sorry. I combined Lindsay and Liana's comments.
Run! It just
Twitch raid! 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 A Twitch raid.
Oh man, thank you so much for the raid. Oh my goodness. I appreciate you. Who is that? I'm going up. I'm going up. I'm going up. I'm so sorry. Thank you. Is it Takiki Mori? Takiko Mori? Is it like Hikiko Mori, but Takiko Mori? Thank you so much for the raid. We are actually just winding down here. But my name is Omni. I stream here Monday through Friday on Twitch. I do music-based streams where I play piano Monday through Thursday, and then on Friday I do a 6-hour-long production stream. If that's something that you're interested in, then please follow. I'll be around. I'll be around every weekday. But thank you so much for the raid, Takiko Mori, and I hope your stream was amazing. I hope your stream was amazing. Thanks so much for coming in here. Ow, you almost missed me. Thank you, Cyber, for posting the schedule. Thank you, Okotomi. Thank you for being here. Thank you, everybody, for being respectful to me and polite to each other. I'll see you here tomorrow for Trash Tuesday, Morning Medley number 442. But until then, please, let's enjoy this raid of Jubilee DJ. Abo, everybody.